Good evening, football fans. My name is Gardy Garcia. I'm here with Clay Roberts and Brandon Williams. Live Friday Night Football in Texas City as you have the Willowridge Eagles taking on the Texas City Stings. It's going to be an exciting night of football, and we are happy to be broadcasting the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week live here in Texas City. Clay, how you feeling tonight? What you thinking about this game so far?
Man, I am excited. I'm excited to get some high school football going. It is the Texas City homecoming. The crowd is here. They have filled out the stadium. It's going to be a great game. I'm excited to see what happens.
We have Brandon joining us this evening. Brandon, how are you doing? How are you feeling about this game?
I am doing well. I saw Texas City last week when they were defeated by Fort Bend Marshall 40-0. They did not get past midfield during that game, and they only managed 26 yards. So I know head coach Sean Evans is going to be emphasizing running the ball, passing the ball, and getting the offense back on track tonight.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to go out to some of the practices and talk to the players and the coaches, and they are going to be looking to right the ship. You know, there was a couple losses in a row, and tonight is the night. It's homecoming, and so they are going to be, you know, showing out for the fans and friends and family tonight. If you're watching this on social media, we want to thank you so much. Feel free to share this out. Let us know where you're watching from and who you think is going to win this game, what your predictions are, and we want to know just any information that you can share with us. Sometimes some of the friends and families always say, hey, you're pronouncing the name wrong. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that myself. I'm not the best.
Yeah.
So let me ask. They didn't get past the 50-yard line last week.
No, they did not. Their opening drive, they got 14 yards on 2 plays, but after that, it was really much of nothing. They only managed 20 some of those yards in the second half. They ran 2 plays at midfield, and that was it.
Wow. So who are the players you're kind of looking for Texas City to maybe right the ship? Who are we looking to kind of get Sean Evans to get involved in the game to kind of right that wrong?
Obviously, it's going to begin and end with number 22, running back Caleb Bell. It's there. He's their bell cow. He was held in check last week, and it's not often you're going to hold the big workhorse down. You're going to look for Joey Duran to throw the ball a little more often. He was not effective last week, but then again, who is effective against the Buffaloes of Marshall? And you'll also take a look and see at Clyde Burton, and Bell also will be a factor out of the backfield, but Clyde Burton will be the guy to look at as a receiver.
Awesome. I believe right now we are about to start the national anthem. Take just a moment of silence for this. National anthem, and we are getting ready here, I believe, for the coin toss as we will see the team captains make their way to midfield.
Again, we're live in Texas City, and this stadium is beautiful. You know, the weather is beautiful. It's a great night for football. You can see that the energy is a little bit extra as it is Texas City's homecoming. They're excited to right the ship and get that win tonight.
Absolutely. Beautiful is the word to describe it. A minute ago, we were talking about the sun being in our eyes, but that sun has begun to set. We have beautiful red clouds on a blue sky. It's a wonderful
And this is the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Shauna, you're watching on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to share this out. She said only one game per week. That's correct. The Ron Carter League City Game of the Week is the best football game taking place in Galveston County every week, and we put that out as a broadcast for you to see. If you're interested in us doing more events like this, we want to do it. We want to do basketball, take a look at baseball, softball, feature some volleyball that's taking place in the county. Let us know what sports y'all and what schools y'all would like to see us look at, because we want to do more.
Absolutely. Tell the folks you want Clear Life Media. Tell them you want them coming in and doing some commentary for you. We'd love to come help out.
We want to do it. We're going to check it out. Brandon, what do you think about the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week so far?
I have been very thrilled with the work that you guys have done. Galveston County is a tradition-rich county, not just in football, but in all sports in general, and for the opportunity to have those kids, especially kids like out in Santa Fe and Hitchcock, who don't get a lot of publicity like, say, maybe a Texas City or Dickinson does, the opportunity for them to be seen on television in front of family and friends, it's a great thrill, and it also gives energy to the community as well.
And we have the team captains out there shaking hands, doing the coin toss right now. Let's see what the call is.
I believe it's number 34, Bryce Williams for Texas City, number 99, Emmanuel Perez, just some of the team captains. We are getting ready, just on ready to kick off here.
We are pleased tonight to welcome everyone to Willowridge Stadium in Texas City. Fort Bend ISD and Texas City ISD, along with the Texas High School Coaches Association, want to take time tonight to recognize the dedication and sacrifice that our officials make to be part of tonight's athletic event. The fact is, tonight's game could not happen without these officials. And at a time when Texas is experiencing a shortage of officials, we want to thank tonight's crew. Here to help me thank the crew is working the game tonight for Willowridge head coach Henry Henson Sr. and Texas City head coach Sean Evans. Tonight's crew is led by referee Ronnie Morgan and his crew, umpire Steve Alexander, head linesman Steve Jenkins, line judge Chip Pico, side judge Willie Henry, field judge Ronnie Morgan II, back judge Stephen Z. We'd also like to recognize our chain and downbox crew and our officials in the press box that run the game and delay of game clocks. Just a note, if you're interested in stepping up and giving back to our student athletes, we encourage you to join the Texas Association of Sports Officials. Passover members are dedicated to making Texas middle school and high school athletics the very best. If you've never officiated before, don't worry. Passover provides the training you need, so make your first grade call by contacting Passover today at www.passover.org. Thanks to you, Ryan, and your crew for working tonight's game. Everyone enjoyed tonight's game, and please remember to be respectful for our hard-working officials. Again, thank you, gentlemen, for your service to our school and our athletes. Let's give this crew a round of applause.
Showing some appreciation for the officiating crew. I know that is not an easy job to do. They're also doing a little bit of recruiting, so if you're interested in maybe joining that career path, you never know where it can lead, and it's a way to stay involved, get back to the community, and stay in the sport.
Absolutely. Officials do their jobs. You don't really get recognized until someone thinks you did it wrong. So shout out to all these officials.
Yeah, so Texas City's going to be receiving this kickoff, and let's see what they can do to get some yards and get that ball heading the right way. Earlier they were showing some shots of the student section and the band, and Texas City has a fired up student section, and their band's rocking too.
They've had a whole week of school spirit. They're all out of their system right now. You see number 16, Gabriel Gonzalez, kicking off the Willowridge.
Referees are holding up just a bit. Looks like they're almost ready.
Just trying to build that anticipation for the kickoff. We're all ready.
Yeah, you can see the pink pom-poms that the dance crew and the cheerleaders are having. It's for breast cancer awareness month.
This is some sporting as well.
kick and a nice little return. You know, he kind of stood him up and then had some help come, able to bring him down. But let's see what Texas City can do starting from their 20-yard line.
Crowd shots for Weekhurst since they're over there.
It's on his offense. He doesn't just want that bell cow, like Brendan put it earlier. He doesn't just want the bell cow to be the only one carrying the rock. Let's see what happens here. His first drive, try to set the tempo and the pace and tell the story.
Quarterback drops back, takes the handoff, swings out to the outside. Looks like he picked up about 70 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was quarterback Joey Duran, and we're already starting to see he's not just going to put the ball in Caleb Bell's hands. He's not just going to let one guy carry the load. He said this is a team effort. Joey Duran getting a few scramble yards of his own there.
You know, but as a defense, you have to be looking for Caleb Bell. You know, even that little fake handoff makes the defense think.
Of course, of course. It's a quick run, and there he is.
Picks up the first down and then some. That's a great run.
Absolutely dragging defenders along the way. He took a few Eagles with him as he picked up that first down. You know, and I said it, we covered Texas City earlier in the season, and you know, I said it, God didn't make defensive backs that can tackle him in the size of Caleb Bell.
It's going to take a couple people to bring him down.
And they're in a hurry-up offense here. A little confusion on the Willowridge side. Like a sweet pass.
Picked up about a yard on that play.
Good job, Willowridge. They're confused up front to start. They were able to get it around to that perimeter and prevent the sweep from breaking out for big yardage.
Yeah, they were switching right there up until the play was ran.
Absolutely. That's what that hurry up will do to you.
Quarterback drops back, has some space, looks to throw. He's scrambling up the middle.
Again.
He's still on his feet. And he's going to pick up. It looks like it may give him the first down there.
But Joey Duran, you know, he's had 2 opportunities to pass. Nobody was open. He said, Caleb Bell's not the only guy that can run on this team. I can scoop. The young man picks up a first down. They are moving the chains.
He had Caleb Bell there in the backfield. He thought about throwing it to him. I don't know if that was a fake by design, but either way, I thought he was about to throw it, but he made a scramble for a first down.
Yeah, I believe Willowridge did a good job of covering Caleb Bell on that one. Let's see how they do here.
Caleb Bell up the middle, still on his feet, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. It's a touchdown. Caleb Bell and the Texas City Stings strike first tonight.
Goodness, the bell cow goes to the farm right there. My goodness, just running past everyone. That was just simple, right up the middle, open the hole, let the running back run through.
Brandon, and they've been on the ground for that entire drive, right?
The entire drive was driven on the ground with Caleb Bell 2 carries, 61 yards, the final 50 leading into the end zone. And I'm sure Sean Evans can breathe a bit easy knowing that his team has put points up on the board, unlike last week.
Absolutely. Already a step ahead from where we were last week.
The extra point is up. That's good. That was a drive that started at their own 20. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
My name's Matt Doyle. I'm chairman of the board of Texas First Bank. You're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Go Stings.
And we're back. Texas City strikes first, and it looks like they're going to be kicking off to Willowridge. Just want to say a big thank you to the United Way, Galveston County, Mainland for being a sponsor and partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a quick drive, a quick scoring drive for Texas City. Let's see how Willowridge responds as they get ready for this kickoff. It's going to be number 46, Anthony Sanchez, looking to kick off.
Kick is up. Willowridge receives it. They're at their own 20. They're going to be brought down right just shy of the 20-yard line.
And that was a great tackle there. Great tackle by number 32, Tristan Korn. Made that hustle play downfield. Get down there and prevent a big return and tackle them on your own, wrapping up the legs.
You'll have junior quarterback Kendron Penson Jr. leading the drive for the Willowridge Eagles.
Absolutely, and we did not get a depth chart for Willowridge, so we'll be trying to figure out who's who as we go.
Willowridge in shotgun formation.
Absolutely, shotgun, and they've got those receivers spread wide, looking to air this ball out, it looks like. It's a quick handoff.
Ooh, he's met right at the line of scrimmage. That was a good defensive stop by Texas City. It looks like they may lose a couple yards.
Yeah, Texas City was ready for that. They spread them out. They were maybe trying to look like it was going to be a pass play. Texas City just came through aggressive, just ate that line up, stopped for a loss of yards.
It's going to bring up second down in about 13. A little bit of motion in the backfield. Here's a snap.
Again.
Option. Quarterback still on his feet.
And that was actually a really good read there, really good read from Kendron Penson Jr. He saw the man coming through the line. He said the running back can take this hit. I'm going to get a few yards for us here. Here on 3rd and short. Good read there by Kendron Penson Jr. to make it 3rd and short.
The Willowridge Eagles also have those plays coming from the sideline. They're in shotgun formation. Still on his feet. Maybe picked up a yard. It looks like they're about at the same spot. See where they placed that ball.
I believe that was number 23. I'm trying to run it by the depth chart here, but I believe that was number 23, Tylen Rideoff. And he did a good job of trying to bounce that run outside, get away from the first tackler, but the Texas City defense, the Stings just swarmed to the perimeter, prevented that from being a first down. Now we've got 4th and 1 here, and it looks like Willowridge is going to punt it away.
So good defensive stop. It's a good defensive series for Texas City on their homecoming.
Absolutely, keeping this crowd happy.
And the punt is up. That's a pretty good punt. And he gets a Willowridge bounce.
And no return there.
Going to be down about the 31-yard line. So Texas City will start their second series here at the 31. And we're going to take a quick commercial break at the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Anna with Legacy Collision. We are a female-owned collision repair facility.
Treat everybody like family.
We can fix almost anything, and today we are going to fix his bumper up right. 7887 FM 2004, Hitchcock, Texas, just south of the blimp base. Come on down and see us anytime. If you have any questions, give us a call, 409-440-8.
Oh, my
Texas City with a quick drive up the middle. That's a touchdown, a one-play touchdown. We're trying to take a commercial break. Shout out to Legacy Collision in Hitchcock, Texas, and Texas City strikes again.
And, Brandon, if you blink, the bell cow finds a way to score.
69 yards. This is one of those simple scoring drives. One play, 69 yards. Did not take much time off the clock. You talk about a collision from the advertiser. There was no collision on that one.
No, he ran almost untouched.
He'd still be running if there wasn't an end zone. My goodness.
The extra point is up, and that's good, right through the uprights. We're going to take another commercial break. Shout out to Legacy Collision. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Bring the entire family to Lamarck Bayou Fest 2022, Saturday, October 15th. It's the largest concert festival in Lamarck, and you can attend for free. Tons of activities for all ages. The Cowboy Jones Fishing Tournament, Mutton Bustin', and the Triple Crown Cook-Off. Bounce houses, a pumpkin patch, and a pumpkin decorating contest. Shop the numerous local vendors and amazing food. Stay to enjoy the free concert and fireworks show. The Lamarck Bayou Fest is presented by the City of Lamarck and the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce. We'll see you Saturday, October 15th for Lamarck Bayou Fest 2022.
And we're back. Texas City set to kick off to the Willowridge Eagles. Here's the kick.
Oh, it's a fumble. Ball was bobbled there.
21 still up on his feet. Brought down around that 30-yard line.
So the disaster averted there. The ball rolled through his hands, but he's still got a good return. It's actually the best field position we've seen tonight from either team, I believe, starting at about the 30.
Again, that's number 31, Daniel Brinkley, the freshman.
After that last drive, I think Caleb Bell, great for Texas City, great for the football team, bad for advertisements. My goodness. It was just unreal.
Yeah, both teams run this hurry-up offense, and it provides for some good scoring drives and some fast-paced Friday night football.
Absolutely. That's Willowridge coming out in the shotgun again.
Oh. Looks like he wasn't ready. Oh, and he slipped up in the backfield. I think that was number 23. Tylen Rideoff.
Tylen Rideoff. I think that was a busted play.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick Benson Jr. clapped those hands maybe a little too early. The center missed some miscommunication between himself and the center. He got that ball second before he was wanting it, and half the line didn't move. So starting out on the back foot here.
Brings up second down at about 13. Shotgun formation. Sweep it to the outside, looking like a pass play. That's number 4. Brought down around the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that's not what you want from one of those sweeping kind of pick plays that they were running, because the man that was supposed to block got knocked on his backside. There was just a wall of stings in front of that receiver.
That brings them back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be third down and about 10 yards to go.
We got a struggling Willowridge offense right here. See if they can maybe pick something up on this third down and keep hope alive.
Hands off to number 4 in the backfield, and he's going to lose about 5 yards.
Yeah, Texas City saying no to that offense. You know, we actually spoke with Kendrick Benson Jr. earlier in the week. He said he likes that Texas City tries to run a 3-4 defense. He says he sees a lot of holes and a lot of openings, ways that they can get their offense going. So far, Texas City saying that is not true.
Brandon, what have you seen from Willowridge so far?
What we've seen from them so far is that they've got 3 plays of negative yardage. The run from Pinson for 11 yards is pretty much almost wiped out over the fact that they've had 3 runs of -9. So they're looking at a total of 4 yards of offense thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. That Texas City defense is just swarming to the football. It's another low punt. It's going to take a Willowridge bounce to about the 36.
That was Clyde Bruton who was back to receive that, and he just kind of let the ball land where it was. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Texas First Bank is a local hometown community bank with world-class, state-of-the-art services. We offer personal and business banking products designed to build communities and relationships. To better serve our customers, we have 27 banking locations, Texas First Mortgage, and Texas First SBA. What makes Texas First different is our leadership. Texas First Bank laid the foundation of what community banking is in the state.
Thank you, Texas First Bank, for sponsoring and partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. There was a play that was whistled dead for Texas City, and the referees are kind of meeting and spotting that ball. Looks like they just weren't ready yet.
Looked like maybe a mix-up on the spot or something, but here we go. We're ready. First down, about the 37.
Shotgun formation, Joey Duran looking for some room, and he's going to air it out.
So he only had a man.
That was number 3, the intended target, Clyde Bruton.
Absolutely good job there, Joey Duran. Move up in the pocket, get away from that pressure, and throw it. The ball was just a little bit ahead of Clyde Bruton.
Yeah. I like Texas City looking for some opportunities in the air. They've had a lot of success on the ground so far. Why not try and get some other aspects of the offense going and clicking.
Absolutely. It's easy to feed the hot hand. I know I'm a fan of feeding the hot hand, but when you've got such success on one side, you got to try to air it out, try to spread things out. Just to keep the defense honest. You see a good run there on 2nd and 10. It looks like he got all 10 of it.
They're going to give him a first down. They're moving the chains. Texas City is moving the chains. I believe that was number 29 with the run. Trini Garcia.
Trini Garcia, I think he's listed as a fullback on here. But they've got him in a halfback right now. Giving Caleb Bell a little bit of a break. Let Trini carry the load.
They're back in shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Pass out to the flats, number 3, on his feet. It's going to be brought down. Whoa, there's a whole herd of defenders that's going to be able to bring him down. It looks like he's going to pick up about 5-6 yards on that play.
Yeah, I don't think Eagles flying flocks, but there was a flock of Eagles right there in front of him, man. He could not get anywhere after he caught that ball. He still picks up a 5-yard gain.
Brandon, what do you see? It looks like they're trying to get some more passing involved in the offense.
They're looking to rotate the backs as well. You got Maurice Burton that was in there briefly. He's in there now with the split with Caleb Bell back in, and a false start. Someone jumped a little early. But getting back to the fact that they are looking to throw the ball, yes, they had Durand running the ball a couple times on the opening drop, but it is apparent that they are looking to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a false start, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Texas City. It's going to remain 2nd down.
That hurts. That erases that yardage, but the receiver still takes the hit, so you feel the physicality.
Number 3 to the outside. He's still on his feet. He's up.
Clyde Bruton picking up huge yardage there. Probably about 15, 20 yards, something around there. Goodness. And we're seeing it, though. We talked again. Coach Sean Evans mentioned earlier in the week, he wants balance on his offense. It doesn't just need to be one player, especially this team is looking to get into the playoffs. They need to win out to be the number 3 seed in the playoffs. Texas City is, looks like the play's getting called back.
They've been a holding or some kind of, yeah, there's a holding on the offense.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
That erases about a 19-yard run.
I'll tell you who's got to be sick after that is Clyde Bruton, because I believe he caught the pass earlier. Am I correct, Brandon?
Yes.
And then that big sweep play, two positive yardage plays from Clyde Bruton brought back by a teammate. That's got to hurt.
It's a 10-yard handoff in the backfield. Still on his feet. Number 23 to the outside. He sweeps out. He's at the 30, at the 20. Finally brought down about the 15-yard line. Right there at the edge.
There's Maurice Burton. Maurice Burton busting up through that line, making a move, making a defender miss. And that's sort of the bread and butter, I think, of this Texas City team from what I've seen, is good blocking up front and then making those defenders, making those defensive backs miss.
I think the key is going to be staying away from those penalties on the offense and defensive end, but these positive yard plays are there for Texas City. Quick snap, handoff up the middle.
Short game there, short game.
That was number 21, Ricky Green, with the carry up the middle.
Yeah, Brandon, you called it. They are rotating those backs. Everybody gets a piece of the pie tonight.
Indeed, Texas City has such a deep well of running backs. It isn't just Caleb Bell, but Sean Evans knows he can go to about as many as 6 different guys in the backfield.
See, everybody eats. Everybody eats. I just want to take this moment and thank Galveston College and B&O Construction for sponsoring and partnering with Clear Life Media for the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. If you're watching on social media, let us know where you're watching from. I want to know, is there anybody that's rooting for Texas City? Maybe you're at the game and you're watching and listening to the excellent commentary. Let us know. We want to hear.
So what do you expect to see down here, Brandon? You're inside the red zone. You're about at the 10-yard line. Second, you can get first down but not goal. What does Texas City usually pull out of their hat?
You're probably going to see some sort of pass play. You don't have Caleb Bell in there, and with the emphasis on trying to get the ball downfield, don't be surprised to get to see some sort of rollout from Durand.
Absolutely, so let's look forward.
Just looking over at the sideline, making sure they're on the same page. Quick snap. Oh, quick handoff. Brought down right about the line of scrimmage.
That time they actually tried to be straightforward. They tried to just pound it up the middle. Fortunately, maybe the rollout would have been the smart play there.
I think so. Brings up 3rd down and about 7.5 yards or so.
Short, about a 2-yard loss there. And I like this early on from Sean Evans, cycling in all the backs. Caleb Bell's back in though.
And off Caleb Bell to the outside. Looks like he got enough. Oh, he might have fumbled. Looks like he had enough to pick up the 1st down, but I'm not sure if they're going to rule that a fumble or if he was already down.
Yeah, Willowridge came in with the ball to see what the officials say. We're going to have a little chat. Yeah, I believe that is Willowridge football. Wow, a rare mistake there from Caleb Bell.
And we're knocking on the door. So that's a big defensive stop for the Willowridge Eagles.
Absolutely.
That defensive stop was brought to you by M6 Global Defense.
You got to believe that just eats away at Sean Evans when those players make those little mental mistakes, just not holding on to the ball. You see the end zone, you see the end of the tunnel, and unfortunately you just fall short and you fumble that ball. Those are the kind of things that just kill a team when they're trying to make their way into the playoffs.
Willowridge in shotgun formation. Here's the snap up the middle. And Texas City's all over it. They're going to lose some yards on that. It looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 1-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
The interesting thing to note here is that you do not have to, you just have to get, I believe, a piece of your body and get that ball out of the end zone to avoid the safety. So Willowridge needs to be very careful of calling these plays out of the shotgun.
Yeah. Texas City's going to be all over this next play. Looks like it's going to be a pass, and yeah, there was about 3 or 4 Texas City Stings that they were all over the quarterback, and they were going to get the safety.
Well, that ball bounced right out of the end zone. That Kenjon Benson Jr. wanted no part of that defense coming right at him.
That's another defensive play brought to you by M6 Global Defense with a sack and a safety. And if you're going to have if you're going to lose the ball right in the red zone, that's how you want to follow up. We're going to take a quick commercial break. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
This fall, you need to be at Abundant Life with a whole range of activities for the entire family.
I am not gonna doubt God.
Join us October 31st for Hallelujah Harvest, an evening of games, food, concerts, and a car show. Evangelist Perry Stone will be preaching October 28th through the 30th. Bring a friend and #SharePerry on social media.
And you will be changed when you hear and feel the heart of God.
The annual Unshakable Conference is November 6th through the 9th. With our amazing lineup of pastors, we're believing God will move through you and your entire family.
When you are driven by anointing rather than ambition, nothing can stop you.
Join us at our many services, Sunday at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., Wednesdays at 7 p.m., special Spanish service on Sundays at 2 p.m. and Thursday at 7 p.m. Prayer night is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. This fall at Abundant Life Christian Center in Lamarck, Texas. Abundant Life, the place of love and healing.
I'll be honest, dude. It's this headset, bro.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Willowridge Eagles are about to kick off. This kickoff is brought to you by Mainland Tools and Supply, located in Texas City, Texas.
We saw a good defensive stop there to save the offense from the risky fumble. And Brandon, let me ask you, we called a Texas City game earlier in the season, like I mentioned before, and I remember saying Caleb Bell, but I also remember saying the defense. Has this Texas City defense been this good all season long? Has that been something that they've had to work on? How's the Texas City defense look all season?
They've had their moments. Even in the loss last week, they looked pretty solid in the second and third quarter before things went out of hand. They are a focused, aggressive defense, and when they're on, like what we're watching here in the first 10 minutes of play, this is a defense that can cause problems for many on offense in the area.
That's absolutely what I'm seeing. It's very much that smash mouth style of football. You run on offense, you pound the ball at the middle on offense, and on defense, you dare them to try to return the favor.
So that was a pretty decent return by Texas City. They brought the ball up to the 29, but there was a flag on the play, and it looks like they're going to put that penalty on Texas City, so the ball will be losing some yards. for that starting field position.
And that was something I remember also earlier in the season. Penalties. And Sean Evans was really big about talking about, just keeping your fundamentals, being disciplined, having that culture of just being fundamentally sound. But we're seeing here, even with the score up 16-0, we're seeing Texas City still accumulate these penalties.
Yeah, and the coaching staff has to be pulling their hair out.
Absolutely. That's why I can't be a coach.
Joey Durant under center. Quick snap. Handoff. Number 3 to the outside. He's at the 30. Picked up the first down and then some more.
Absolutely. Again, that was Clyde Bruton on the sweep. And that play, I believe that play is set up by previous plays because you put your big man back there, you make them think they're going to just do a basic handoff, but you run the sweep play in the opposite direction. You get that whole defense moving to where they've had success before just to run it back the other way. It's a counter play. Very, very well executed there by Texas City.
Brandon Clyde, he's been getting some pretty good touches so far in this first quarter.
2 carries, 17 yards. Texas City is already over 200 yards on the ground in the first quarter alone.
I believe over 100 of that is Caleb Bell.
It is Caleb Bell. 4 carries, 142 yards, and 2 touchdowns. If you got him in your fantasy team, you're not doing bad.
Is they high school fantasy football?
They should.
Oh, my goodness.
Caleb Bell will definitely be a first-round pick.
As we were talking, we're joking there, but Willowridge actually had a good stop on that last play. A loss of yards there for Texas City. Stop that run play behind. That's what you want if you're Willowridge. Try to get that energy up. Try to get back in this game.
And that was the junior Maurice Burton, number 23 for Texas City. Here's the handoff to Burton again. He's still on his feet.
He's going to scoot.
He's at the 40, at the 30, brought down about the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 22.
Good hustle by Willowridge to get up behind him and prevent that from being a touchdown. But my goodness, it was that hesitation counter, Brandon. The hesitation counter got big yardage on that play.
And he has joined Caleb Bell in the 100-yard club with 1:09 to go. He has 111 yards on 4 carries.
My goodness.
And that has to feel good, after a play where there's a little bit negative yards, kind of getting it back and then some more. Quick handoff. Still on his feet up the middle. Looks like he picked up a first down again. Another Texas City first down there, moving the chains.
That was 21.
No, this is Burton again.
Oh, Burton again? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing from my angle.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, keep it straight. Keep it straight.
Need some binoculars.
My goodness.
This next play is brought to you by Affordable Air and Heat. To the outside up and touchdown Texas City. That's number 21. Green.
Man, I tell you what, they talked about balance, but when you're landing your right hook, why go away from your right hook? They are pounding this ball on the ground.
And Brandon, what kind of success and what kind of numbers are we looking at now for Texas City?
Texas City is well over 200 yards on the ground. Again, Bell's got a $130. Burton's got has 111 on the afternoon. All the evening, I should say. Ricky Green adding along to that, and it's now a 23-0 ball game. And guys, with the way this game is going, Texas City could probably put up about 500 yards of rushing by halftime.
Oh, man.
The extra point was good. We got 28.5 seconds left in this first quarter of action right here for the Ron Carter League City game of the week. It's Texas City's homecoming. They are playing the Willowridge Eagles, and it's been a lot of action on the ground tonight. Thank you to Who's Hoot Realty Group for sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. If you want to become a partner, reach out to us, info@clearlifemedia.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Thank you to Troy Chase Realty Group for sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Get your dream home with Troy Chase Realty Group and learn more at troychase.com. Begin your path toward a rewarding career by enrolling at Galveston College. Choose from 50 degree and certificate programs. Galveston College, your home away from home. Learn more at gc.edu.
Texas City set to kick off. Thank you, Galveston College. This kickoff is brought to you by Galveston College. Texas City's clicking on both ends of the spectrum. Here's the kick. They're going to let it go into the end zone.
Solid kick there from Texas City. Solid kick. Anthony Sanchez got a good leg on.
That's going to bring the starting field position for Willowridge to the 20. Let's see what they can get clicking on offense. They've had some glimpses, but that last series they were starting really in their own end zone, and from that shotgun position, there was too much pressure by Texas City.
Yeah, these Stings are swarming like sharks, absolutely just punching through the line and preventing Willowridge from getting any rhythm going on offense. Let's see what Willowridge and head coach Kevin Parsons Sr. does to try to get this offense going.
They got trips left. Quarterback setting up in shotgun. Maybe trying to air it out. Quarterback drops back. Sees some space, scrambles to the left. Just throws it out of bounds. And that was a good catch by one of the assistant coaches for Texas City.
Yeah, and that was actually a very high IQ play there by Kevin Parsons Jr. He was able to scramble, tried to scramble, saw that he couldn't get anywhere, moved back out of the pocket, saw that he had no one to throw to, throws the ball out of bounds. Better to get a loss of downs than a loss of possession.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. Looks like they're going to flip the play and try that same formation. Shotgun formation, here's the snap. Quick handoff up the middle. Ooh. Had a head of steam, but he's going to pick up about a yard on that play. Texas City's defensive line is stepping up and making contact right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, those Willowridge offensive linemen are looking defeated already, sitting down. In the first quarter here, they were sitting on the turf, looking like they didn't want to block it, those Texas City defensive linemen anymore.
Again, thank you to Troy Chase Realty Group. You saw a spot for him earlier. Reach out to Troy Chase if you're looking to buy in the Galveston County or surrounding areas, and they'll get you taken care of. This is the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. About to start the 2nd quarter, right after we come back from this commercial break.
Every October, an island mysteriously emerges from the bay. Disembark alongside a crew of cannibal pirates. Encounter the witch, Mon Maxine, gruesome sea creatures, and even the pirate king himself. Experience true terror every week this October at Terror Isle.
Kendra Fenton at Willowridge High School. You'll be watching the Game of the Week at Clear Life Media.
The Ron Carter League City Game of the Week is presented by Legacy Collision. Whatever repair you may need on your car, Legacy Collision in Hitchcock. M6 Global Defense, providing comprehensive holistic plans to achieve safe communities and workplaces. B&O Construction. B&O Construction specializes in commercial and residential construction. Learn more at bnoconstructionllc.com.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Willowridge is going to be starting 3rd down at about 9 yards to go at the start of this 2nd quarter. This play is brought to you by Terrell Isle Adventures, located in Texas City, Texas. Fake handoff. Intended receiver was number 9. That's Christian White, but it was just out of his reach.
Absolutely. I think that was just a quick pass play. We heard the footsteps of the defenders barreling through that backfield again. He had a man open, but just couldn't quite get there because that Texas City defense just had pressure on him.
It's going to bring up 4th down, and Willowridge is going to be forced to punt, give the ball back to Texas City.
Absolutely. What's that Willowridge offense looking like right now, Brandon?
Well, it is not looking very well. They are currently producing at the tune of 2 yards. Whereas with Texas City, and this, I can't make this up, guys, in the first quarter, they ran for 303 yards. They already have 2 guys that are well over 100 yards. Bell's got 142. Burton's got 125.
Oh, my goodness.
They had about 69 yards or 70 yards on one play.
They had 5 plays that went at least 44 yards or more.
I mean, when you're cooking, right? Like, if you just keep handing that ball off, keep pounding it. I know you want to find balance on the offense, and it's going to be necessary in the playoffs, but right now, this team is just doing so well on the ground. You got to believe you just keep feeding your hot hand.
And that was a great kickoff by Willowridge. So it looks like Texas City starting at about their 18, 19-yard line.
Yeah, that ball took a good Willowridge bounce.
Quick handoff to the left. Caleb Bell picking up about 6 or 7 yards.
You got to believe every time number 22 touches the ball, those defenders just start to seize up, start to get tense.
Yeah, there's potential to break, and they have been breaking these runs for very, very long plays. Just fake handoff, number 8 to the outside. He's still up on his feet. He's picking up the first down and then some.
He took a hit there. That was number 5, Nicholas Schock, that laid down the boom there. That was a big play from Texas City. Nicholas Schock still got some fight in it, and his defense still has some fight in it. We might have given up 300+ rushing yards, but we're still going to hit you.
Yeah, with a name like that, you got to bring the pop.
Yeah, you can't have Schock on the back of your jersey and be a soft player.
Texas City with another first down. Shotgun formation for quarterback Joey Duran. Looking for a receiver. He's going to air it out. He has a guy. Oh, just out of reach.
My goodness.
Intended target Clyde Bruton.
Yeah, the ball was just overthrown. Bruton had a break on his man, but the ball was just out of reach. Now, tell you what I'm noticing here, Brandon. I'm noticing that Willowridge is absolutely stacking the box at this point. There are 8 guys up front, and is leaving those receivers in single coverage.
Oh, the thing is that they're looking to try to do anything they can to stop Caleb Bell, and you're right. You know, the receivers are going to have one-on-one coverage, and the fact that you don't have a safety back deep will eventually play in favor of Texas City should they try another deep ball.
Uh-oh. Gonna get a flag for maybe some unsportsmanlike conduct there. But you gotta, no.
Ooh, definitely not what you want to see if you're Texas City. A Caleb Bell limping. Might be a cramp, looking like that's the case.
Yeah, trying to walk it off,
So there was a lot that happened on that play. Like you mentioned, the defense for Willowridge was stacking the box, so there was no pickup on that play. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
I'm Nathan Hernandez, Texas City of High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week of Clear Life Media.
Bring the entire family to Lamarck Bayou Fest 2022, Saturday, October 15th. It's the largest concert festival in Lamarck, and you can attend for free. Tons of activities for all ages. The Cowboy Jones Fishing Tournament, Mutton Bustin', and the Triple Crown Cook-Off. Bounce houses, a pumpkin patch, and a pumpkin decorating contest. Shop the numerous local vendors and amazing food. Stay to enjoy the free concert and fireworks show. The Lamarck Bayou Fest is presented by the City of Lamarck and the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce. We'll see you Saturday, October 15th for Lamarck Bayou Fest 2022.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. There was a penalty on the play. I think it was against Willowridge, so they're going to give those positive yards to Texas City.
Yeah, good news. Caleb Bell able to jog off the field under his own power. It looks like he's going to be just fine.
Quick pass to the outside. That was David Fuentes with the reception, the sophomore from Texas City.
Yeah, absolutely. You finally get a stop as Willowridge, and then you just have a knucklehead penalty and, still give Texas City 15 yards. That's not what you want to see.
Mm-hmm. This next play is brought to you by Grease Monkey Oil Changes and More, located in Texas City. Got some players running to their positions.
Yeah,
it's going to be a flag.
Yeah, trying to run this quick offense. You got to wonder, I'd be curious what the call is here.
You see the head coach over there in Texas City as well, wondering what the call is as well. A false start on Texas City. you had some players that were kind of scrambling for the location where they were going to start this play, but that's going to bring second down and about 11 yards to go.
And that actually allowed Willowridge the chance to sub some players out. That's actually a good thing for Willowridge there.
Are you taking a camera too? Or who are you talking about?
Not much on that play. There's number 23 with the carry.
Yeah, getting those fresh players into Willowridge is a very big deal. The slight mix-up. That's the problem when you run this hurry-up, Brandon. Sometimes, it can confuse the defense, but your offense can get just as confused sometimes if you don't have perfect communication.
Yeah, no doubt. And the way that the Stings have played this evening, no doubt they're looking good. But I can tell you, Sean Evans is not going to be thrilled with the fact that Stings already got 5 penalties. We're not even halfway through the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Eventually, you start running out of feet to shoot yourself in, right?
Exactly. The toes run out real fast.
That was Maurice Burton with the carry. It looks like they're going to spot him just shy of the first down, maybe about a yard or half a yard to go.
We actually spoke with Sean Evans earlier in the week. He mentioned that of the goals on the board, one of the main ones that's there is make it to the playoffs. You got to believe they actually don't just want to make it to the playoffs, they want to go deep into the playoffs. And it's going to be tough to do that if you're accumulating these penalties.
Brings up fourth down, and Texas City looks like they're going to go for it. Looking for the play call.
Yeah, when you got 300+ rushing yards in like a quarter and a half, why not go for it on 4th and 1?
Quick throw to the outside.
Kurt, can you hear me?
Reception. He has some room to run. Ooh, that's going to be a good play and a great call by Texas City.
Yeah, absolutely. They put the big man in there. They fake it to him just to get that little screen play out. Let the receivers, let your receiver get out there and make a play for himself. Let your athletes make their plays.
And give him some space to make a play, make a move.
Willowridge is scrambling to try to keep up with this offense right now.
Has some room. That's another touchdown. Texas City. That's number 23, Maurice Burton with the touchdown.
Yeah, and that was a result. That was a result of that hurry-up offense. There were Willowridge players running off the field, running on the field, and you had linebackers bunched up together, not sure where to go, and it was an easy walk-in touchdown for Texas City once again.
That Texas City touchdown was brought to you by Species Gym in Texas City. You know, one thing I'm kind of noticing is the sideline for Willowridge is kind of small. You know, as far as their team goes, and
yeah, absolutely, a lot of subbing in, a lot of trying to keep players fresh as best you can. When you run the hurry-up offense, it absolutely drains that minimum number of players.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
My name's Tyler Watts, Texas City High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Texas First Bank is a local hometown community bank with world-class, state-of-the-art services. We offer personal and business banking products designed to build communities and relationships. To better serve our customers, we have 27 banking locations, Texas First Mortgage, and Texas First SBA. What makes Texas First different is our leadership. Texas First Bank laid the foundation of what community banking is in the state of Texas today.
Learn more about Texas First Bank, texasfirst.bank.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Texas City has scored again. The score is 30-0. Texas City on top of the Willowridge Eagles. This kickoff is brought to you by the Santa Fe Education Foundation.
Absolutely, the sun has set on this beautiful evening, turning to a beautiful night. We've got the factory flame burning in the background, and Texas City's offense is looking like a factory of its own, producing points.
Brought down around the 29-yard line.
I tell you, that return man took a lick there from number 5. He's number 5. Numbers here. Kyron Lewis, thank you. My paper's a little far away from me. But absolutely lowered the shoulder, made a boom. Those are those plays you want to make on special teams so you get a little bit more of a look on the offensive, defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that was number 4, the junior Travis Willis with that return. They're going to be starting just shy of the 30-yard line for this first down. We got 8 minutes and 11 seconds left in this second quarter. It's Texas City's homecoming, and they're facing the Willowridge Eagles.
We're already seeing some confusion on this Willowridge offensive side of the ball.
Trying to find their starting positions. Here's the snap and the handoff. He's met by one sting, and then the rest of them on that defensive line just kind of hopped in there to get the stop.
I tell you what, when your offense is already struggling, the last thing you want is miscommunication on the pre-snap. And then on top of that, the last thing you want is miscommunication, and then Texas City comes after you. Like, this defense is just swarming and creating problems here for this Willowridge offense.
Under center. Ooh, it looks like there's a fumble. And that's going to be Texas City's ball. Huge defensive stop and a forced fumble, and Texas City's going to get another shot.
Okay, Brandon, did you see who it was that caused that fumble?
I did not see who it was, but I do know that they went to number 54, Christian McCardell, the junior, listed as an offensive lineman, but he was the fullback. He was expected to get the dive play, but when you're a lineman, not used to getting the football out of that type of position, it's going to feel a little unfamiliar to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we mentioned earlier that sideline for Willowridge looking a little thin. You're absolutely subbing in, trying some things, letting some players get the ball that normally don't. But good job on the Texas City defender. He got low, got a helmet on that ball. Good, clean tackle, popped the ball out, and got it back.
Joey Duran drops back. He's looking for a pass. He's going to air it out. Just out of reach.
Yeah, just off the hands there, just off the hands. You know, we're seeing a little bit of that tonight. Joey Duran's got good wheels. He's able to move, get out of the pocket. But a lot of these throws, maybe too much arm strength for good measure, just putting the ball out of reach for these receivers.
That first down was brought to you by Texas First Bank.
Guys, let me tell you about the fact that you mentioned Willowridge and their lack of depth. Once upon a time, Willowridge was one of the state's premier programs. Like the 80s and the early 90s, this was one of the state's premier programs. They would produce pro talent at a top level, but over the past 15, 20 years, things have not been the same for them, especially the last 10 years or so, as attendance has kind of dwindled down and the amount of talent that they used to have back in the 80s and the early 90s has kind of fallen off.
See, you got a timeout on the field. Yeah, see, that's interesting to me because I'm actually from Alabama originally, so I don't know the history of these high school teams. That to me is very interesting. We interviewed some of the players earlier in the week, and they mentioned trying to get back to that former prominence, trying to get back to that former glory. You know, and that's one of those things that it always, when a team has success at any level, whether it be the NFL, whether it be college, whether it be high school, you want that success can almost haunt your team because it's, well, they're not what they used to be. You know.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Kendra Pinson at Willowridge High School. You'll be watching the Game of the Week at Clear Life Media.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're broadcasting live from Texas City. It's going to be third down and about 10 yards to go on this next play.
Yeah, we actually missed a short incomplete pass there from Texas City. It looked like just a bit of miscommunication between Duran and Bell.
I do like that they are trying more pass attempts because, like, maybe not for this game, but again, you know, if the playoffs are the plan, you need to get them clicking now.
Absolutely. Short handoff there, number 23.
Smart with the run. He's going to pick up a little bit of a positive gain.
I'm noticing most of these pass plays, the previous one excluded, most of these pass plays have been deep downfield. You got to wonder if Coach Sean Evans wants to maybe start using some shorter hook routes or some out routes, make some completions, get the confidence of Joey Duran up.
Yeah, the ones that have been successful so far, you know, those quick turn out to the right or to the left, hit your receiver, give him the opportunity to make a move, make a play. We're going to start in shotgun formation, and he was looking. It's number 3 with the reception. He's still on his feet. Some room to run. He's going to be brought down just shy of the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and they took advantage of an aggressive defense there. That defense was trying to get to the ball, get to the quarterback, but it was actually a slip screen. They let all those defenders run past them, and they just threw the ball over their head to get the ball down inside about, what, the 4 or 5 yard line?
Yeah, but there is a flag on the play. They called holding on Texas City. They're going to be bringing that play back, but they did take your advice on getting that short play instead of aired it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things, like, you can make as many good play calls as you want, but unfortunately you keep accumulating these penalties. And Brandon, keep us updated on these penalties, because this is becoming a theme, unfortunately, for this Texas City team.
5 penalties for 40 yards by Texas City. 3 of those penalties have been holding. And instead of looking at a 1st and goal at around the 2-yard line, you're looking at a 4th and long. You need to get to the 20-yard line. So you're looking at a 4th and 15 situation for the Stings.
Oh, goodness.
You know, I'm looking at the sideline and trying to find out which of the coaching staff is watching the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week stream to find these play calls. He's rolling out. Joey Duran to the outside. He's looking for some room to run or throw. He's going to air it out again. And the Willowridge defense was all over that. Caleb Bell was in the end zone, but it looks like they were reading that play from the jump.
Yeah, and let me tell you, the defensive back there for Willowridge was upset that he dropped that interception. Probably a good thing he did, because instead of getting the ball at the 2-yard line, you're now going to get it back up at about 35, 36, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's actually a good thing that he batted that ball down. That's what the coaches need to remind him.
Trying to make sure there's not a flag on the field.
Yeah, there were multiple flags on the field. Looked like it might have been after the play, so it might have been a little extracurricular activity on someone.
Just want to thank a couple of our sponsors during this time. Thank you, Mainland Tool and Supply. Thank you, Who's Hoot Realty Group, for sponsoring and partnering the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. If you want to reach out to us, if you have an idea, you want to get involved, feel free to send us an email, info@clearlifemedia.com. We partnered with the Galveston County Daily News, and we picked the best game that's happening in the county. And we're going to take a quick break, as it looks like we have an injury timeout on the field.
Hi, my name is Ryan Stubbs, president of B&O Construction, located here in the heart of League City, Texas. We offer commercial and residential general contracting needs for all the surrounding areas of Galveston County. Here at B&O Construction, we offer a multitude of services for all of our clients and customers to make sure that we're able to reach and achieve all of our clients and customers' goals. B&O Construction offers quality construction, great value, and honest service. You can learn more about B&O Construction on our website at bnoconstructionllc.com or call us at 832-738-2233.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Willowridge just had a positive run for about 6 yards. This next play is brought to you by Species Gym in Texas City.
Brendan, is that the biggest?
It's their second second longest. Pinson had 8 and an 11-yard run on the opening drive.
Gotcha. A little sweet play there.
Texas City's all over it. Is going to get a flag, but number 23.
Yeah, I believe it was probably a holding. I saw a jersey get stretched out there.
Yeah.
Most likely won't be a factor though, because Texas City will take the loss of yards and the penalty, or loss of yards and down on this one.
It's a pitch to the outside, and he just had nowhere to go.
Got a text from a fan who is listening, wanted to let us know that it was number 14, Zyron Scott, and number 54, Caden Teeples, who were responsible for the safety.
Awesome. Yeah,
you got listeners, folks.
Yeah, we're actually having a harder time here today. We don't have as many cameras on the field tonight. So keep us straight on some of these numbers. You got somebody you want to shout out, please send us a message, shout them out.
Going to bring up 3rd down at about 9 yards on this Willowridge play. He's rolling out to the left, being chased by some Stings. Running out of room, he's going to run out of bounds.
He won't quite get enough for the 1st down there, probably about 4 or 5 yards. But it's interesting to note, I believe this is the first time that Willowridge has gone under center. They were in a basic I formation instead of their usual shotgun and spread. Maybe trying out some different things for this offense here after the The previous play we saw him put in an offensive lineman as a fullback for the first time.
Yeah, that was a quick handoff to him, and that resulted in a fumble and a score for Texas City.
Yeah, you know, Brandon, when the score is 30-0, just try some stuff out because what you're doing is not working, right?
Try something new.
Oh, no doubt. You know, try to experiment. Maybe you get a break in there somewhere, or at the very least, you get an opportunity to find something that might work for next week.
That's a great punt by Willowridge, and they're going to have Texas City starting inside their own 10-yard line. Stay tuned to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Hi, my name is Morgan Guerra. I go to Texas City High School, and you're tuning in for the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Here at Gracious Heart Home Care, the patient is in control.
Our caregivers arrive with a smile, ready to work and give the best care.
Our job is to provide in-home care and ensuring our clients receive great quality care. We ensure that they can remain at the place they'd rather be.
With Gracious Hearts Home Care Services, you'll never have to worry about your family needs not being met. Not only do we strive for great care, but our customer service is A+ as well.
Because there's no other hearts that care like Gracious Hearts Home Care.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. This next play is going to be brought to you by Terrell Isle Adventures, located in Texas City, right near 6th Street. It's going to bring up second down at about 1.5 yards to go for Texas City, as they've been having success on the ground and some success in the air. Joey Duran's under center. Snap, quick handoff.
Oh, ball came out. Recovered by Willowridge.
Fumble, Texas City. Willowridge is going to get some really good starting field position. This may be the best field position they've had all game.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Maybe get some points on the board.
Thank you to Legacy Collision and Troy Chase Realty Group for sponsoring and partnering with Clear Life Media for the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Feel free to share this out. Let us know in the comments what you got going on today.
Book your next event, wedding, quince, or party at the elegant Water Grove event venue off Interstate 45 in Dickinson, Texas. Overlooking the Dickinson Bayou, there is space for every event. From the large ballroom to the game room, there's plenty of fun activities for your guests. Visit thewatergrove.com to learn how Water Grove is the destination for you.
Hi folks, my name is Chris Hoot. This is my wife, Diana Hoot. We're with Who's Hoot Realty Group, powered by Keller Williams of Clear Lake. We're longtime residents of Galveston County. We were both born and raised in Texas City, graduated from Texas City High School. We specialize in residential and commercial real estate. So if you're looking to sell, buy, lease, or rent property, please reach out to us. Who's Hoot Realty Group, the ones who can.
It's going to bring up first down. Number 7 quarterback's going to run out of bounds, run out to the left, and it's going to pick up a couple yards on that play.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we were talking off air. This might be, or this undoubtedly is the best field position that Willowridge has had all night.
Is that correct, Brandon?
Oh, no doubt. There it is. You know, most of their previous drives, they have been well in their own territory, and now after the fumble, it's a golden opportunity for them to try to put some points on the board and probably swing some of the momentum back.
Absolutely. You don't want to go home with the goose egg. That's the last thing you want for Willowridge.
Here's the snap. It's going to drop back and a quick throw to the outside.
It's a good short hook route there on the outside. Let's see what the number was.
Number 3.
Just shy of the first down. It's going to be about 3 yards to go.
Making him on Lattimore there for Willowridge. And those little short hook routes, those are what you kind of want. Kind of get into a rhythm, try to get this offense going.
Just going to bring up third down. 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Shotgun formation for Willowridge. Fakes the handoff, runs to the outside. He's going to pick up the first down and a little bit more.
That's going to be a first down there. Willowridge now chomping at the bit. They're getting very close, trying to get some points on the board.
And that is their first down of the game.
That's the first down. That's what I was going to ask.
Well, what a time to get it. What a time to get it.
close to the end zone. All you want to do is move the chains and move the ball in the right direction.
They're hurrying up here. They're hurrying right up. But this is what we saw earlier. We saw the hurry up cause some confusion for that offense.
Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Met by the defensive line of the Texas City Stings. Brought down. It looks like they're fighting for the football on the ground. I'm not sure if he lost it, but he was met at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. And I believe the most success that Willowridge offense has had so far is getting Kendrick Pinson Jr. on the move outside the pocket, trying to complete those short routes, keeping that defense honest.
Yeah, because the defensive line for Texas City has been just blowing up the offensive line for the Eagles. Not much success up the middle. It's been those fake handoffs, runs, scrambles to the outside, sweeps to the outside for some positive yards.
Shotgun formation once again.
Here's the snap. Sweeping out to the outside, looking for a receiver.
Oh, just in the hands there.
That was a great throw on the run.
Yeah, again, moving out of the pocket. I believe that was Nicholas Schock again.
He gave his receiver a great chance to catch that. I know that's a hard throw to make.
Yeah, he's listed as a defensive back here, at least on our depth chart. Yeah, you're trying to give him a chance out there. Maybe was it number 6 or number 5?
No, it was number 5.
It was number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Again, sorry guys, that end zone is going to give me trouble all night long.
Yeah, trips right, shotgun formation. Looks like they're looking at the sideline, making sure they're all on the same page. Here's the snap. Quick throw. Intended target was number 4. That's Travis Willis.
And he had a man behind that defense, behind those linebackers. The linebackers came up and bid on the play fake.
Yeah, he had room to run, and if he would have been able to connect on that looks like it would have been a touchdown. And I think they're bringing out the field goal unit. I know that their kickers had some really good kickoffs and some punts to kind of pin Texas City back in their starting field position. So
yeah, absolutely.
Be their first opportunity to try and get some points on the board. Here's the kick. It was blocked by Texas City.
Oh my goodness. When it rains, it pours, folks. Oh my goodness, and I believe that'll be a touchback, Texas City.
Let's take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Hi, my name's Haley Robles. I'm the head director of the Stingray Drill Team. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
In a crisis emergency, every second matters. Every second counts to saving your loved ones. Each second is crucial to the response and prevention of attacks. We never think it could happen to us, but these situations, they happen all around the world. Take the necessary steps to keep your space and our communities safe. M6 Global Defense. Choose safety and don't let the seconds tick away.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Joey Durant pitches to the outside. That's the number 3, still on his feet. Going to be brought down after a pickup about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, that was a triple option play. They faked it to the running back, moved to the outside, pitched it to the up back. That was all over the place. A lot of movement for 5 yards there. You know, we kind of talked about it on the previous drive. Honestly, this is going to sound facetious, but I'm being honest. Part of the reason Texas City has so many yards is how well Rogelio Gonzalez has been kicking the ball around the field, giving that field position so that, oh, here we go.
It's Caleb Bell to the outside.
Yeah, again, and it's just they have all the field in front of them, so when they do break these big runs, they're accumulating 60, 70 yards per drive, and it's magnificent kicking game there by Willowridge that's actually giving them the chance to put up the yardage they have.
Yeah. Get it, Glare. I'm trying to make sure I got the down right.
I got you.
Quick snap. Looking for a pass. Joey Durant airs it out. He's going to connect. That's number 4, still on his feet. He's brought down around the 33, 34-yard line.
Yeah, that was David Fuentes, wide open, running by himself down there. My goodness.
Brandon, is that the longest passing play of the game?
It is indeed their longest pass play up the game. It is a gain of 36.
My goodness, you got to be happy with that if you're head coach Sean Evans. That's what you wanted to see.
That first down was brought to you by Affordable Air and Heat. Handoff up the middle. Caleb Bell still on his feet. Shucked off about 3 defenders.
My goodness.
Going to be brought down around the 10-yard line.
We're sure he's in high school.
Another first down.
He's in high school. My goodness, he drugged two other players down inside the 5. My goodness.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to interview Caleb Bell's mom and she swore up and down. He's in high school, so.
My goodness.
They're giving it back to Caleb Bell, going to let him eat.
There it is.
That's another touchdown, Texas City. It's going to bring the score 36-0. It's homecoming here in Texas City, Texas, and Texas City Stings are pouring it on.
You know, Sean Evans talked about balance. He talked about the pass, and they completed their biggest pass play of the night, and he said, all right, that's enough of that. Give the ball back to Caleb Bell.
Yeah. Brandon, what are we looking at for stats now?
For Mr. Bell right now, he is approaching the 200-yard mark. I'll get my nice little pin up towards that. And, hang on 1 second.
The extra point is no good, so that will be 36.
199 on 10 carries.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick commercial break. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Begin your path toward a rewarding career by enrolling at Galveston College. Choose from 50-degree and certificate programs. Galveston College, your home away from home. Learn more at gc.edu.
Texas First Bank is a local hometown community bank with world-class, state-of-the-art services. We offer personal and business banking products designed to build communities and relationships. To better serve our customers, we have 27 banking locations, Texas First Mortgage, and Texas First SBA. What makes Texas First different is our leadership. Texas First Bank laid the foundation of what community banking is in the state of Texas today.
Learn more about Texas First Bank, texasfirst.bank.
You see him doing some push-ups there as it is homecoming, and this crowd is rowdy. This kickoff's brought to you by Galveston College. Real life, real experiences, real success.
My goodness. You got to believe that with 36 points on the board, they do push-ups for every point, every score. They're going to be sore tomorrow after this game. Could be worse. They could be doing push-ups for every yard, right, Brandon?
Oh, no doubt. At this point, they would be well beyond sore. Probably the second team.
Oh, that defensive stop was brought down by Kyron Lewis out of Texas City. This is not going to be very good. Starting field position for Willowridge.
Went from some of their best starting field position all the way back down inside the 15 here. You just got to get something going if you're Willowridge. You've had success with the short pass. I know the depth chart might be a little shallow, but you've got to just get something going here, I think. Just get some confidence in these players and get the energy up.
So to bring up first down, this play is brought to you by Affordable Air and Heat. Willowridge lining up, making sure they're all on the same page. It's going to be a shotgun formation. Got 4 receivers. Little play action in the backfield.
Oh my goodness.
Quick handoff, and it was red the entire time. That was number 54 for Texas City.
Caden Teebles came through like a man on fire. I don't know if he was touched on the line. I don't know if they knew he was on the field, but he came through that line like a bull in a china shop.
You know, we had the opportunity to go to some of Texas City practices in this past week, and they were, running plays like that, just untouched. And that's how it translates. You practice and you play how you practice.
Absolutely.
Sweeping out to the outside. It's going to be a throw. Just out of reach, out of bounds. Incomplete pass for Willowridge.
You saw Kendra Parsons Jr. jumping up and down, frustrated maybe with himself. Maybe the route got run wrong, and he was not very happy with how that play turned out.
Guys, depending on if Texas City gets the ball back, I don't know if you've ever seen an offense get 500 yards in the first half, but if Texas City gets the ball back and gives us 17 yards within the next 42 seconds, that is exactly what you're going to get.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Caleb Bell has 199 rushing yards in the first half, and it's not even over yet. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. It's a quick handoff, and he's going to be brought down around the 5 or the 4 yard line, depending on where the referees place that.
Oh, he goes, nah, I'm not going to take that.
Man,
Late flag coming up.
that's not what you want to see. Could have possibly been personal foul there.
Yeah, I think so. You know, they whistled the play dead, and the defense kind of still trying to bring the ball down, but you got to listen to the play to the whistle. You know,
Unnecessary roughness, that's what I was trying to think of. But see what happens or see which way they move it. Looks like they're walking it up for Willowridge.
Yeah.
6:20 on the night for Texas City.
I know you talked about some yards, and
Knicks did 55 yards. They had, had we seen Texas City get the ball back, Texas City has 400 yards rushing, 83 passing.
And so much for balance, I guess. But I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, it's going to bring up first down with 32 seconds left to go in this half. The clock is running, so I don't think Texas City will get the ball back. Depending on a fumble, interception, we'll see what happens. Again, shotgun formation. Oh, that's a flag on the offensive line of Willowridge. False start.
A false start there for Willowridge. Move it back a little bit.
That stops the clock. At least for the time being.
You bring up the clock. You have to wonder at this point, if you are Willowridge, will it make any sense for them to come out in the second half and try to run a full 24-minute game or 24-minute half rather than just go ahead and get the running clock and get these kids out of here without them getting hurt?
5 seconds, the clock's ticking. It looks like they're not even going to run the play. Oh. There was a fake play run. That's going to end this first half. It's homecoming here in Texas City. We're broadcasting live from Texas City, Texas. It's homecoming. The Texas City Stings are facing the Willowridge Eagles, currently up 36-0. Brandon, again, let's go through those stats. What did that first half of action look like?
For Texas City, as we mentioned, 483 yards of offense, 199 on 10 carries for Caleb Bell. 3 touchdowns for the evening for him, 160 yards on 10 carries for Maurice Burton as well. The Stings want to get some balance in their passing game. Not bad, 5 of 9, 83 yards from Joey Duran. Their leading receiver, David Fuentes, had 2 catches for 40 yards. Clyde Burton had 2 catches for 24 yards. Kenyon Parker had 19 on that as well. You have to think that this game could be a lot worse if it were not for the penalties and the fumbles. You'd probably be looking at something around to say 50-something to nothing at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And even when you go up 36-0, those are the things that a good head coach will focus on. He'll focus on the penalties. He'll focus on the mental mistakes. He'll focus on the fumbles. Those are kind of the things that you got to think that Sean Evans is harping in on, because when you do well, you don't hear about it. In the areas where you don't do as well, that's where the practice comes in.
Clay, if you're the coach for Willowridge, what do you tell your players? How do you motivate them to come out this second half, maybe turn things around?
What I say personally is 36-0 isn't who you are. You are how you play when you're at 36-0. So get your mind right. Remember, you still drove down here to represent Willowridge, to represent your family, to represent your community. Come out in the second half and play ball like the score is 0-0. And I know that's tough because everyone's demotivated and everything, but that's what a good coach does. Remind them who they are, why they're here, and come out in the second half and just carry yourself with pride.
Yeah, I think you got to limit the mistakes, the mental errors, the personal fouls, those penalties. Those are things that we can prevent. Like maybe we don't have as many players as Texas City. Maybe our school isn't. Right now the program isn't at the same place. But what can we control? Again, I like that. Hey, it's 0-0. We're taking it a play at a time, a series at a time. Let's focus on what we can, and let's build on something positive during this half of football, and we'll take it into the rest of the season. We're about to take a quick commercial break. Again, thank you to some of our sponsors, Species Gym, Terrell Isle Adventures, and Grease Monkey Oil Changes and more. It's halftime in the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
You're watching the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week halftime show on Clear Life Media. Presented by Ron Carter League City Ram Chrysler Jeep Dodge, RonCarterLeagueCity.com. United Way Galveston County Mainland. United we will. The United Way Galveston County Mainland is tackling the tough problems in our community. Troy Chase Realty Group. Find your dream home.
I mean, it was love at first sight for me. Couldn't ask for a better place.
No fluff, just straight work. Whether you're an athlete or not, you want the best of the best. It's intense, focused, and probably one of the best gyms here in Texas.
Nobody judges you here. You can put 500 pounds on a bar and squat. Nobody's gonna look weird. That's gonna cheer you and actually help you up.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people. We work our asses off, but we have a good time doing it.
When I first joined here, I legit felt like I was in a candy store, you know.
When you see the different bodybuilding icons, it's inspirational, motivational to make you step your game up. Everybody's in here working. It's not your commercial gyms. The myth is there are a bunch of meatheads that walk around with big egos, but that's not the case here. Everybody's really pretty nice, helpful.
We have enough equipment to actually have for everybody to come in and feel like they can actually get a good workout in without having to wait.
The people are here are great. A lot of the members here, are like family. It's just a big family.
I'm Leonard Woolsey, publisher of the Daily News in Galveston Island, Texas. Now, the Daily News is the oldest newspaper in the state of Texas, older than the state itself. Since 1842, we've been delivering local journalism to people in this community. The Daily News is for everyone, but not everything in the Daily News is for everyone. The idea is we provide you content for today, help you look at tomorrow, and also all the content that's been generated in the history of Galveston County.
Let's budget.
I like to think that this is an important part of what we do here in Galveston County as well as here on Galveston Island.
Inside the Texas Department
The stories we tell are important. They're about people's lives. They impact people's lives day in and day out. We know every day when we produce news, the news that we put out there matters to our community, but we are also providing news to our community about how to take care of them and their loved ones. Pick up a Daily News or go to galvnews.com today. The Galveston County Daily News. News you can trust and stories you can rely on.
That one was interesting. We had a whole bunch of baggy clothes. We got Bobby Boucher. We got a whole bunch of different type of Adam Sandler stuff. It was pretty unique.
Welcome back. It's halftime during the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. The Willowridge Band is showing out. They got a really good band.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've got a score of 36-0 here at Texas City. Seen some action here at halftime, at least.
Thank you to Who's Hoot Realty Group and Texas First Bank for sponsoring and partnering the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Without you guys, we would not be able to make this possible. Brandon, can you let us, in on some of the stats from the Willowridge Eagles?
Not much to say about them, but we'll try to make it work for them anyway. For Willowridge right now, they have a combined total of 5 yards on the ground, 7 passing, so that gives them 12 yards of total offense and 1 first down. 16 of those yards come from the legs of Kendron Pinson Jr. Tylen Rudolph, not the best of performances for the young man. He's had 10 carries in the first half, and he has had a grand total of -7 yards. As we have seen throughout the first half, running the football up the middle for Willowridge has not been successful at all, as the Stings defense really, as you guys mentioned during practice all week long, we're just practicing at a different level, and it is showing here in the first 24 minutes.
Yeah, and then Texas City is on a little bit of a skid.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the good thing about being the guy that just calls out the stats, you don't have to worry about being mean because you're just giving facts.
Oh yeah, that's just the bottom line. We're just calling them as we see them. When you've only got 1 first down and you've got 12 yards of offense, basically less than 2 yards of offense. It's a tough go. It really is a tough go for these guys. And you made an excellent point on the previous break, is that if you're Willowridge and if you're the head coach, you tell these guys that the next 24 minutes is just about playing hard and playing for your school, playing for your family, playing for the community. You're not going to win this game, but you're going to know that what you do next week, what you do these next 24 minutes will carry over into next week. They're 1-5. We'll go into 1-6 with this loss, so playoffs probably aren't going to happen. But the thing is that for the guys that are going to be returning next season, you want to use these last few games as an opportunity to try to build some momentum going into 2023.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Kendra Pinson Sr., the head coach for Willowridge, you've got to think he's focusing on building the players more so than building the team. He's focusing on building young men, building up the community, creating something that they can look back and say, maybe the record wasn't what we wanted, but we were a family, something we were proud of, and we carried ourselves with pride and confidence. That's really what high school football is about, in a sense, is just bringing communities together. We've got homecoming here for Texas City. We've got a packed-out stadium. And there's no doubt that there is pride in these football teams one way or the other. As we see right here, the Willowridge band, there's no doubt that there's pride in this band. And it's just – that's the beauty of high school football when it comes down to it. It's not always about the score. Sometimes it's about the memories you make.
Yeah, no, the coaching staff for Texas City was talking about the pride and Sting football and the alumni coming back, the players, just the community. And sometimes they only have an opportunity to come to a game, and they usually choose the homecoming game to come back and show that Texas City pride. And so it's a really important thing, and I know that they were focused on it all week, and they had lost 2 games in a row, and this is the one that they wanted to right the ship.
No doubt. They want to get the ship righted, and you are able to do so. You are probably going to get the win tonight. But at the same time, if you're Sean Evans, you're not going to be pleased with the fact that you've got 6 penalties, you've committed 2 turnovers. A game like this, you want to play this game as clean as possible, and you want to be able to carry that momentum there. Everything from here out basically has to feel like a playoff game for Texas City, considering the fact that that's where they want to be. They want to be on the morning of November 5th, knowing that they've got a shot to compete for a state championship. And making those mistakes tonight are one thing, but when you play a team that's going to be a lot more competitive than what you've seen for Willowridge in the next 3 weeks of the season, that is going to matter, and you don't need that to carry over.
And if you are listening and you're watching on social media, feel free to share this out. We stream this on our Facebook page as well as clearlifemedia.com. It's on galvnews.com. There's so many different ways to take part in the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Again, thank you to the Santa Fe Education Foundation, to Texas First Bank, Who's Who Realty Group, and more. Brandon, is there a way, you don't have to say this right now, but maybe in a little bit, to take a look at some of the other scores that are taking place in some of the schools that are in Galveston County? I'm just curious because of that Hitchcock-Columbus game.
Yes, that is the game that a lot of people are going to be looking at. And right now, as our last score indicates, Hitchcock is up 20-7 with about 5 minutes to go before the half. Their most recent score coming on a Lloyd Jones III to Kelshawn Johnson 31-yard touchdown pass. And a win there for Hitchcock, definitely bolsters their chances of winning district. They're already state ranked. They're one of the big surprises in Class 3A. Moving on at the half, it is Clearbrook and Clear Creek. It's Brook with a 10-7 lead over Clear Creek. Damian Chacon, a 31-yard field goal just as the half ended there. Friendswood up 23-6 over Terry. They're at the half at Henry Winston. Mustangs had a tough loss last week. They're looking to bounce back, and they are certainly looking good so far. For that one, I'll take a look and see if we can get some more scores in. At the half, Clear Springs leading Clear Lake 28-0. Some superlatives in that one. Brendan Malloy, 3 touchdown passes for 95 yards, and he's got a 61-yard touchdown run thus far for Clear Springs.
Is there any surprise that Hitchcock is up 20-7 over Columbus? Columbus, I think, if I understand correctly, they're ranked number 2 in the state.
They are ranked number 2 in the state, and again, this is a Hitchcock team that at the start of the season, people, really weren't thinking about Hitchcock, but they got the week 1 win just flattened Navasota in week 1, and that really grabbed a lot of people's attention. And since then, the state has paid a lot of attention now to this young Bulldogs team. Hitchcock had a lot of youngsters that they played last year. When you look at what they had at the end of last season, they had about maybe 8 or 9 kids that were freshmen or sophomores starting in that playoff loss. And behind Lloyd Jones and behind that talent that they've got on both sides of the ball, this is a Hitchcock team that is looking primed to make a run not only into this region, but perhaps make a run to AT&T Stadium in mid-December.
And that's exciting. And right now, if you're watching on social media, again, feel free to share this out. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, what kind of score you predict the end score of this game to be. And before we take this break and check out the Texas City's band and drill team and cheerleading squad do this halftime show, I'd like to thank United Way, Galveston County Mainland, Troy Chase Realty Group, and the Santa Fe Education Foundation.
And President Isabel Sanchez. The military officers are Junior Lieutenant Kaylin Hayes, Lieutenant Colonel Tava Obonu, and your Colonel, Madison Swain. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Kylie Hearn. The Varsity Stingeret of the Week is Kaylin Hayes. The Stingerettes are under the direction of Mrs. Haley Robles and Miss Melody Humanek. And now for your halftime enjoyment. The Varsity Stingerettes will be performing their skirt routine to Livin' La Vida Loca.
2022 Homecoming Queen Candidates. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Homecoming Queen Candidates, Madison Carr. Madison Carr is escorted this evening by her father, Jack Carr. Madison is a member of the Lady Sting softball team and earned the honor of first team All-District infielder. She was also named to the All-County, All-District Academy team. Madison's love of the game is her focus on and off the field. After graduating, Madison plans to attend San Jacinto Community College on an athletic academic scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Madison Carr. Next up, J.C. Holt. J.C. Holt, escorted by this evening her mother, Georgia D. J.C. is a TCHS collegiate student graduating May of 2023 with an associate's degree in general studies from College of the Mainland. She is also a member of the Student Council, redefining the beautiful Spanish National Honor Society, Interact, the Garden Club, and the National Honor Society. Outside of school, JC stays active in her community. She is the team lead at her job at Chick-fil-A and has participated in the Rotary Youth Leadership Program. JC has been accepted to Texas A&M Maya School of Business, where she will continue her studies and earn a bachelor's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, Reagan Music. Reagan is escorted this evening by her parents, Melissa and Adam Music. Reagan is a 4-year member of the varsity soccer team, where she holds the title of captain. Since starting soccer at the age of 4, Reagan has been an integral part of numerous soccer teams. Her hard work and dedication shows on the field and in her academics as well. Reagan graduated in the top 5% of her class and has automatically been accepted into the University of Texas. Her ultimate goal is to become a physical therapist. Reagan would like to thank her parents and grandparents for always supporting her endeavor. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Julianne Ramirez. Julianne Ramirez is escorted this evening by her mother, Remy Ramirez. Julianne is a member of the Lady Sting softball team where she plays second base. She is also a student athletic trainer, and a member of the NTHA. After graduating, Julianne plans to attend Texas Tech University, become a physical therapist. Conchetta Sierra. Conchetta is a member of the Marine Corps Junior ROTC program, where she holds the title of First Lieutenant. She is also a member of NTHS, Culinary Arts, and Spanish National Honor Society. Conchetta spends her Friday nights on the sidelines as one of our Stingray flag runners. Outside of school, she works as an intern at Louis Gardens. After graduating, Conchetta plans to attend College of the Mainland with a degree in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give all the contestants a round of applause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, assisting in the crowning this evening is your 2021 homecoming queen, Kylie Levia Johnson. Your 2022 homecoming king, Eric Bell. Student Council President, Lily Temple. Texas City High School Principal, Lincoln Hippolyte. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Texas City High School homecoming queen is Julianne Ramirez. Congratulations to all of the contestants. Your homecoming queen, Julianne Ramirez.
I got a better memory than you.
We are still at halftime, winding it down here. Only about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left as we have both teams on the field warming up, getting us ready for the third quarter. It's currently the Texas City Stings lead at their homecoming 36-0 over the Willowridge Eagles.
There's been a lot of action that's been taking place so far in this first half of football. Again, thank you so much to our sponsors, Affordable Air and Heat. We appreciate you guys. We're going to take a quick commercial break. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
This fall, you need to be at Abundant Life with a whole range of activities for the entire family.
I am not going to doubt God.
Join us October 31st for Hallelujah Harvest, an evening of games, food, concerts, and a car show. Evangelist Perry Stone will be preaching October 28th through the 30th. Bring a friend and hashtag #SharePerry on social media.
And you will be changed when you hear and feel the heart of God.
The annual Unshakable Conference is November 6th through the 9th. With our amazing lineup of pastors, we're believing God will move through you and your entire family.
When you are driven by anointing rather than ambition, nothing can stop you.
Join us at our many services, Sunday at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., Wednesdays at 7 p.m., special Spanish service on Sundays at 2 p.m. and Thursday at 7 p.m. Prayer night is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. This fall at Abundant Life Christian Center in Lamarck, Texas. Abundant Life, the place of love and healing.
We and I really like United Way. They're what I call a tip of the sword organization. They are meeting community needs at the very tip of the sword where people who maybe can't help themselves need help. And then we always hear the stories about from the different organizations United Way gives to about how someone was helped or how their life changed through the United Way.
Learn more ways to donate to the United Way Galveston County Mainland and your impact on the community by visiting uwgcm.org.
Welcome back. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're about to start the third quarter. Halftime just has about a minute left. You see Willowridge Eagles have taken the field. Texas City's getting hype. It is their homecoming game, and they're about to bust out of this tunnel and see what the second half holds for them.
Yeah, absolutely. With a score of 36-0, you got to believe this homecoming crowd is very happy so far with the results.
Brandon, we've been looking at some of the scores and the stats of this first half. Can we refresh and remind everybody? I saw somebody watching on social media. Thank you again for watching. Feel free to share this out. They're asking what the score is. What are some of the stats as well?
Texas City rolled up 483 yards of offense in the first half. 400 of those came on the ground. Caleb Bell led the way, 199 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns on 10 carries. Maurice Burton, 160 yards and a touchdown on also 10 carries as well. One of the things going into this game was seeing if Texas City can get the ball more efficient in the air. They were able to do so. Joey Duran, 5 of 9, 83 yards passing. Willowridge, really not much for them. They were held to just 70 yards of offense in the first half, 1 first down, committed 1 turnover. So it has really been a case of where had Texas City not fumbled the ball twice and had 6 penalties for 40 yards, this 36-0 score could have been a heck of a lot worse.
Yeah. That update in scores was brought to you by Troy Chase Realty Group.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's one of those where it's bad, but it could be worse. And again, we talked about it at the start of halftime. Willowridge, come out, hold your head high, carry yourself with some pride. Let's keep this a football game, and let's try to not get completely skunked here in the second half.
Willowridge will receive the ball in the second half, and they're going to see what they can get going on the offensive end of the football. It is homecoming for Texas City, so the crowd is pretty pumped on this side, but I'm not going to lie, the Willowridge side, if you're able to see some of the band and the crowd that did make the trip, they're excited as well, and they're not hanging their heads at all. The team looks like they're ready to take on this second half of football, and here's the kickoff. Willowridge takes the ball, accepted it about the 15, and they're going to pick up about 10 yards or so. It's going to be brought down around the 24-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see what Willowridge does here to start this second half, because that Texas City defense all game long so far has been able to just stuff everything they've done. It'll be interesting to see what kind of movement we get, maybe some trickeration, if you will, try to get that defense on its toes.
It's going to bring up 1st and 10, and they're going to spot that ball around the 25-yard line. Willowridge is going to try and build off some momentum and see what they got going. This play is brought to you by Texas First Bank. Quarterback under center. Little movement in the backfield. Quick handoff up the middle.
It was an interesting play there for maybe about 1 yard, 2 yards. Yeah, about 2 yards there. They put the tight end in motion and had him almost jog in place behind the quarterback. Not sure what the point of that was, but regardless, got 2 yards there on the play. An interesting note here, it looks like after a mainly shotgun-focused first half, they are now coming out under center.
Quick handoff up the middle. And that's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, solid run there by Willowridge.
It looks like they're going to give them the first down, depending on the spot of this ball. Yeah, they're moving the chains.
Yeah, move the chains down. This is what you want. This is exactly what you want if you're Willowridge. Come out and have yourself an assertive drive. Let them know that you're still here, you're still playing football. You didn't disappear at halftime.
Yeah, and that's best case scenario for Willowridge for this opening drive. Again, under center. Here's the snap. Toss to the outside.
Yeah, and I believe there's a fake to the fullback on that too, just to get yourself about 2-3 yards. And it was a fake to the fullback up front and a pitch outside. I believe that was Tylen right off there.
Yeah, the sophomore. And again, that's about a 5-6 yard pickup on that play. And this has been the most successful series for Willowridge. Again, they're down 36-0, but they're moving the chains and having some momentum, trying to build off something.
Yeah, and Brandon, it's interesting to see how often they're going back to the under center after a primarily shotgun-focused first half.
And they will try to throw here.
got the throw off and just aired it out of bounds. It looks like he was tripped up over one of his players in the backfield, but he was able to come out with not losing any yards, kind of a dead play.
It's not a bad idea for them to try to run a play pass on that situation. You run the ball 3 straight times and had success. You kind of figured that Texas City would be keyed up for the run, especially coming out of the I formation again. But like you mentioned, just some miscommunication between Pinson and one of his players.
It's going to bring up third down. It's brought to you by M6 Global Defense.
Absolutely. That Texas City defense was ready. There we go. Scramble to the outside from Pinson Jr.
He may have picked up another first down.
Yeah, and a first down there. A good scramble.
There's a flag on the play. See, the referees are going to meet and make sure they're all on the same page, but that was third down at about 4 yards to go. Looks like there's going to be a holding penalty.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That Texas City defense came storming through. And sometimes you just have to grab a handful of jersey to slow down someone coming through that at that speed and that intensity.
Yeah, I hope nobody sees it, but you got caught on that one. So it's going to be taking it back some. Should be repeating third down, and that's a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah,
so
that's not what you want when you finally have a successful drive going. Brandon, what are the penalty yards right now for Willowridge?
That is only their third penalty. They've got 30 yards in penalties. They did have a 15-yarder earlier in the first half.
Gotcha. It's the timing of the penalties, though. That's the unfortunate part, I think.
Brings up third down, under center.
15.
He rolls out to the left, looking for a pass play. Nothing there.
He had a swarm of stings. He had them in his face. He could not go anywhere. He had to backpedal, throw the ball off his back foot. I will give credit. Kendron Pence Jr. understands when to throw the ball away, when not to force a pass. But regardless, the result is still fourth down.
This fourth down is brought to you by Affordable Air and Heat. You're watching and listening to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week on ClearLifeMedia.com. It's available on GalvNews.com. If you're watching on social media, feel free to be interactive with us. We want to know your predictions for the final score.
We're going to see Rogelio Gonzalez once again tonight. Again, he's been my player of the game. You see another booming punt going all the way back to the 24.
Texas City does receive it. Oh.
Upended. The return man was upended on that play.
That was number 12, Rome Jackson, the junior.
Or I believe it was it 21, I think, actually. 20, yeah, I believe it was 21. And you know what? He got upended, so maybe his number switched for a second. My goodness, his feet were where his head were. The number switched places. It was a whole thing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but another good kick, another good punt by Willowridge.
Yeah, and it's not often you see a special teams player besides a return man get called out for playing so well. Rogelio Gonzalez got a leg on him.
Brings up first down. Texas City at the 35. Quick run and sweep to the outside. Number 3 still on his feet. He's up. He's running. He's at the 50. At the 55. He's still up on his feet, but he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, Clyde Bruton doing a good job there of moving around his blocker, moving the defender back into the block, moving him out of the block, getting that space, creating some room for himself to get downfield and get a big gain right there.
And that first down was brought to you by the United Way, Galveston County, Mainland.
And Brandon, keep us updated. Let us know who the first single player is to break 200 yards.
Okay, Bell is 1 yard away from doing so. He could probably get it here.
There he goes. Well, thanks for keeping me updated.
Appreciate it.
Oh, my goodness.
Caleb Bell right up the middle with a good pickup on that first down. It's going to bring up second.
You know, and he just drags players. It's anyone who is going to stop Caleb Bell has to get more than one hat on the man. You can't just grab him by the legs. You can't just grab him by the arms. You have to get him and wait for someone else to get there and slow down that momentum.
Joey Durand under center. You got Caleb Bell in the backfield. Another handoff. He's running to the outside. He's at the 30. He's brought down around the 20-yard line.
He tried to cut up field. You see his hands on the helmet. He knew he had it. He had another score. He just tripped up over his own feet. Oh, my goodness.
You can see some frustration.
Yeah, no one's more upset about that than Bell.
The first down was brought to you by Mainland Tool and Supply, located in Texas City, Texas.
221 yards on 12 carries for Bell, and he was definitely on his way for a 4th touchdown if the old turf monster didn't grab him.
And I'll tell you, he started dancing when he saw the play call. Watch to see if he gets the ball one more time. There's a bit of confusion. Okay, I believe we got a timeout.
We got 8 minutes left, 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in this third quarter. Texas City is currently up 36-0 against the Willowridge Eagles. Thank you to the Santa Fe Education Foundation and Legacy Collision for partnering with Clear Life Media for the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
I'm Sean Trader, the welding teacher here at Texas City ISD. I wanted to thank Clear Life for coming out and picking us for Game of the Week. Go Stings.
Bring the entire family to Lamarck Bayou Fest 2022, Saturday, October 15th. It's the largest concert festival in Lamarck, and you can attend for free. Tons of activities for all ages. The Cowboy Jones Fishing Tournament, Mutton Bustin', and the Triple Crown Cook-Off. Bounce houses, a pumpkin patch, and a pumpkin...
And we're back. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. First down, and it looks like that's going to be a missed pass play. It's going to bring up second down at about 10 yards to go.
That was a bit of short out route to Clyde Bruton. And Joey Duran just got excited about the open man and slung that ball off to the sideline. Just come up here on 2nd and 10.
Got a shotgun formation. Quick handoff to Caleb Bell, runs to the outside, just inside the tackle. He's still on his feet. He's still running, has some room to run. At the 10, at the 5. Touchdown. Texas City Stings. Caleb Bell with another score.
You know, and Caleb Bell is a player, I feel confident calling the touchdown before he gets in the into the end zone, because there's only one man between him and the end zone.
There's only one man to beat. Yeah, touchdown.
Yeah, that's a touchdown. My goodness.
Texas City with another score that brings it to 42-0. With an extra point to go.
And the thing to take note of there wasn't that it was just a bull run. It was one of those runs where he had a man to beat. He made a move. He actually showed off some quickness from the big man. Got back in the end zone and then used the strength. Very versatile run there from Caleb Bell.
The extra point is drilled right down the middle. That's 43-0. 7 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in this third quarter. It's homecoming. Broadcasting live from Texas City, Texas. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Thank you to United Way, Galveston County, Mainland for partnering with us. Stay tuned. Right after this commercial break, we're going to be back with more action. Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
I'm Nathan Hernandez, Texas City of High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week, Clear Life Media.
Bring the entire family to Lamarck Bayou Fest 2022, Saturday, October 15th. It's the largest concert festival in Lamarck, and you can attend for free. Tons of activities for all ages. The Cowboy Jones Fishing Tournament, Mutton Bustin', and the Triple Crown Cook-Off. Bounce houses, a pumpkin patch, and a pumpkin decorating contest. Shop the numerous local vendors and amazing food. Stay to enjoy the free concert and fireworks show. The Lamarck Bayou Fest is presented by the City of Lamarck and the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce. We'll see you Saturday, October 15th for Lamarck Bayou Fest 2022.
Kind of momentum they can get going. They had some flashes and some good plays, and then kind of penalty brought them back and inflated that. But
yeah, again, shooting yourself in the foot on that drive. You know, but Brandon, give us the update on the Bell Cow. We saw him score again. What are the numbers for Caleb Bell now?
13 carries, 237 yards, 4 touchdowns on the evening for Caleb Bell.
My goodness. My goodness.
Man. This next point, first down, is brought to you by Troy Chase Realty Group. They're electing to go under center again. see some players and some miscommunication from the sideline as they're trying to get in the right position.
Running backs are very frustrated.
Snap and a handoff, makes a move, sweeps out to the left.
That energy kind of came through on the play. That was number 23. That was Tyler right off again.
I think that's why he was a little frustrated, like, get in the right position. No, I need a blocker, I need a body in front of me.
Absolutely, he knows that defensive line for Texas City is coming through.
Yep.
You know, and what I'm noticing here too is when they do a lot of movement, when Willowridge tries to make a lot of movement, play this complicated football, they're having less success. It's a lot of busted up plays. And when they're just handing the ball to their running back, like this right here, they're having success. They're having positive yardage. Just play football. Just stop trying to make this into a college, and I'm not the coach, what do I know, but stop trying to make this into a college offense and just let the young men play.
They picked up a first down there. They're going to be moving the chains.
Brandon, I believe they've had significantly more rushing yards in the second half already than the entirety of the first half.
He has been effective here in the second half. He has had 5 carries, and he has been positive yardage in each of those carries. 27 yards on 5 carries, and they've had 2 first downs here in the second half.
Fantastic. And that, again, it's just tell a different story in this second half. That's what you want if you're Willowridge.
Well, the main thing that we've noticed that's been changed is he's going under center.
And going under center and just playing old school fundamental football, because that's what Texas City has been playing all night. Oh, and look at this.
There's a flag on the play.
It'll be a false start against Willowridge.
So yes, that penalty kind of putting you, behind the ball, as they say, and they're going to be starting first down and about 15 yards to go. This next one.
That's tough because you're not getting huge chunk plays for this offense. You're living 4 and 5 yards at a time, and when you lose 5 yards after gaining 5 yards, it just sets you back to where you were.
Oh, he's going to bobble the ball. Looks like there's a fumble.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like Texas City may have picked it up, trying to see who ended up with that ball. Not sure where.
No, number 63 ended up with the football for Willowridge, and that is going to be someone that they don't have on the roster.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier, it seems like the roster, some of these players have been MIA. It's a small sideline, but I will say for the Texas City defensive line, busting up in there, moving the center into the quarterback, causing that to be a botched snap, and that might be actually the result of the fact that Willowridge hasn't run too much out from under center. They're in shotgun a lot tonight, so quarterback may not be used to having that ball hit his hands correctly.
They're going back to shotgun. Here's the snap.
There's no one open. Texas City is all over.
Oh! That was a good pass. Intended target was number 4. That's Travis Willis. They just couldn't connect on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 15, 16, 17 yards.
Yeah, Pinson Jr. had to throw his man open on that one because there was nobody open. Texas City ready for the pass play, and how could you not be on 2nd and long? Expect here on this play for them to have more defensive backs in and be backed out looking for that pass play again.
This next defensive play is brought to you by M6 Global Defense. Thank you for sponsoring and partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Feel free to reach out to us. Send us an email, info@clearlifemedia.com. We want to hear from you if you have an idea. Maybe there's a school and a sport that you want covered. We want to do it. It looks like Willowridge is going to take a quick timeout. We have about 5 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter of action. Currently, Texas City's up 43-0. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
My name is Madison Swain, and I'm the colonel of the Stingray Jewel team, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
Make something happen. He goes to the right, goes back to the left. He's looking for a pass, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. That's going to bring him 4th down.
Kendrick Benson did everything in his power to keep that play alive. Unfortunately, Texas City wanted to deaden the water. The Stings wanted to deaden the water, as a matter of fact. Went either way, make sure he couldn't go anywhere, couldn't throw anywhere. That's going to bring a 4th down and bring the punt unit back onto the field.
And this 4th down and this punt's brought to you by M6 Global Defense. And the defense for Texas City has definitely been stepping up, and that defensive line has been stopping these runs up the middle for the most part in the whole first half. Here's the punt.
No doubt. If you're your head coach, Kendrick Parsons Sr., you've got to be talking to that offensive line saying, look, we had 2 good drives. We haven't had much going tonight. 2 good drives that were killed on holding calls and false start penalties.
Texas City's going to get this ball around the 35-yard line. They're going to have some room to work with and some room to run as they've been running the entire first half. Caleb Bell's already over 200 yards rushing and multiple touchdowns. Brandon, what are the stats looking like?
Right now for Texas City, they have, again, well over 400 yards on the ground. Looking actually at 461 yards of offense up that have come on the ground. You add that to the 83 that they've got in the air, you are looking at 534 yards of offense.
My goodness. If you are the Willowridge defense, you've got to be wondering, what is coach going to call? Oh, wait.
It's like another penalty for Texas City, and that's going to be a 15-yard variety.
What are those penalty yards? Because they're adding up right now.
They are definitely adding up for the Stings. They are now at 60 yards in penalties.
That's a killer.
7 penalties on the evening for TC.
I was pretty impressed that Willowridge only had, I think you said 3 penalties called against them.
Yeah. It's just the timing of them. And I believe it would be 4th after
4th, correct, after the last one.
Yeah, but it's just the timing of it. It's drive-killing penalties versus penalties that, just accumulate over time.
Exactly.
Neither are good, but, just, my goodness. Yeah, but this one right here really puts Texas City back. But at the same time, the way that offense has been running, literally running, you got to wonder if we're about to see them break over 600 yards here.
Yeah, it gives Caleb Bell more room to run, which he's not in the game right now, but they've been showing some love to the other backs. Quick pass out to the left. Oh, it just gets slipped up. He had some room, and he tried to make a move, but that was number 12 with the reception.
Don't believe he's on our roster.
He is Keithon Holmes, number 12 for Texas City.
Okay. He's not on my roster, but you got it. Yeah, keep us straight. Okay. I've got 2 rosters up here. Yes, number 12.
Texas City in shotgun formation. Quick handoff. And he's still on his feet driving. He's going to pick up a pretty good run. Looks about 5 yards on that, 5 or 6 yards on that hole that they were able to pick up.
Willowridge is still fighting. They're still fighting. They're down 43-0. There's no denying that. You can't change what's on the scoreboard, but you can change the way you carry yourself. You can change the way you play. Willowridge absolutely is still trying to stop this run game. So credit to them, credit to those young men and players, credit to Coach Kendrick Benson.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down for Texas City. It's brought to you by Species Gym. Snap, handoff up the middle. Still on his feet. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. Brought down around the 47-yard line. That's number 23 for Texas City. That's Maurice Burton with the big run on a big 3rd down to get the chains moving.
Maurice Burton has also been, he's been kind of the 3rd man in this rushing attack.
And he's at 187 yards rushing on the evening on just 12 carries.
Oh my goodness. When you're the 3rd, you talk about it as the 3rd man, 187 rushing yards. Oh my goodness.
Texas City with the snap, quick handoff, right up the middle. It's going to bring up 2nd down. That, I believe, was number 32. Interesting.
2nd and 5 after that run. He got stood up by a Willowridge player there.
Brandon, has Tristan had any other rushes or success?
That was his first touch of the night.
Good for him. Good little run there.
Spread the ball around.
Yeah, it's absolutely one of those games. You want to get some players the opportunity to play that maybe haven't gotten to play yet this season.
Let's bring up second down. A sweep out to the right. Number 4 still on his feet, driving for extra yards. It's going to be pretty close to a first down, maybe shy by a yard. It's going to bring up third and about 1 yard to go.
Looks like they're going to move the chains. Yes, they are signaling to move the chains. That'll be a first down.
Fuente's first carry of the evening.
They're going to do third and like an inch or something. Quick handoff to the back. Oh
my goodness.
That's number 36 for Willowridge with a huge stop.
See, I'm very confused about that play because I saw one official signaling that it was a first down to move the chains. The chains didn't move, and now we have a fourth down.
Traylon Williams for the Willowridge Eagles met in the backfield. A huge stop and a loss that brings up fourth down for the Texas City Stings. It'll be interesting to see what Texas City elects to do. Are they going to punt it? Are they going to go for it? They're just about just past the 50-yard line. The way they've been moving the ball and the way their defense has been stopping, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to go for this. There's a minute and 20 seconds or so left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, Willowridge, once again, they are still playing football. There's not a lot of, you don't see a lot of dejection. You've seen some frustration. You've seen players hopping around on that offensive side. Defensively, they might be getting beat, but they're at least still in the game. They're still trying to fight.
And thank you to Mainland Tool and Supply, and thank you to Who's Hoop Realty Group for sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. It looks like we have a timeout on the field. I think the players and the coaches for Texas City are going to get on the same page, make sure that they're calling the right play, and talk about it for a little bit, and they're already going back out on the field. I think they got everything on the same page. They know what they're going to do. Looks like the offense is going out. They're going for it. No, I think they're going to punt it.
I believe this will be a punt.
We have number 1, that's Joey Duran, who is also the quarterback, set back to punt it as well. And we got a flag on the field. Maybe 2 men on the field. I'm not really sure.
I believe there are 12 men on the field right now for Texas City. That's going to back them up once again. These penalties. It's got to be unfortunate, Brandon, that you have all of these positive stats, all these great things. We're talking about 200-plus yards, 4 touchdowns, but you've got to believe the thing they're going to highlight will be the penalties.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt about it. It's the penalties, and add another one, too, that gives them 65 yards of penalties on the evening. Their 8th penalty of the night.
There's the snap and the kick. The punt is up.
It's an end-over-end punt.
He's taking a Willowridge bounce. Texas City elected to down that. That was number 44 for Texas City. Who fielded that? That's Noah Hunter with the stop, and it looks like Willowridge is going to get the ball back and see if they can build off those momentum and just minus the penalties that both teams have been picking up the second half. I'd like to thank B&O Construction, Galveston College for sponsoring and partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. And we did have some people that were asking, again, hey, how many rushing yards does Caleb Bell have?
Caleb Bell right now has 241 yards rushing on 13 carries. He's got 4 touchdowns on the night.
My goodness. We need a Bell tracker or something. We need to start coming up with some way to just have that on screen at all times.
Shotgun formation for Willowridge. Big block number 4, he's going out to the outside, making a move. He's just going to have to run out of bounds and lose a couple yards on that first down play. About 2-yard loss.
Kendrick Benson Jr. once again made a comment earlier in the week. He likes the Texas City runs a 3-4 defense. I don't think he's liking it too much right now.
That stop was brought to you by Legacy Collision. It's going to bring up second down and about 12 yards to go.
If I'm Willowridge, I'd get back under center, but it looks like they disagree with me. They're going 5 wide, the opposite of what I would do.
They want to, I guess, air it out. They've been trying to pass the ball more this second half, but the success they've been having is on the ground. Looking for some room to run. Air it out. It's a completion.
Just a good fundamental little curl route there. It won't be enough for the first down, but that's just some positive yards. That's what you want if you're Willowridge. Just try to get that ball moving in the right direction, play good fundamental football.
That was the junior Marquise Hayes with the reception on that, and that's going to give him about six yards on that reception.
About 3rd and 4 this third.
This third down is brought to you by B&O Construction. Shotgun formation.
Once again,
trips left.
They decided to dance with what brought them here. On this homecoming weekend.
Out to the left. Quick pass, reception, still on his feet. He's making a move. Picks up about 3 extra yards after the catch there. Just pure hustle.
Yeah, and this is what Willowridge has been trying to get going all night long.
Fourth quarter coming up.
They're actually getting some success with it now. It's good to see. Good to see for the Willowridge side.
Thank you to Terra Isle Adventures for sponsoring a partner. Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
I'm Emerald Merchant. I'm from Texas City High School, and you are watching the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
I'm Leonard Woolsey, publisher of the Daily News in Galveston Island, Texas. Now, the Daily News is the oldest newspaper in the state of Texas, older than the state itself. Since 1842, we've been delivering local journalism to people in this community. The Daily News is for everyone, but not everything in the Daily News is for everyone. The idea is we provide you content for today, help you look at tomorrow, and also all the content that's been generated in the history of Galveston County.
Let's budget.
I like to think that this is an important part of what we do here in Galveston County as well as here on Galveston Island.
Inside the Texas Department
The stories we tell are important. They're about people's lives. They impact people's lives day in and day out. We know every day when we produce news, the news that we put out there matters to our community, but we are also providing news to our community about how to take care of them and their loved ones. Pick up a Daily News or go to galvnews.com today. The Galveston County Daily News. News you can trust and stories you can rely on.
Fourth quarter was brought to you by Species Gym in Texas City.
Folks, it was much of the same. It was that Texas City defense getting through the line and Kendrick Pinson Jr. having to scramble out for no gain.
Brings up second down and about 9 yards to go. He was looking for a receiver, but just had to end up going out of bounds, but still able to pick up a yard. Shotgun formation. Load in the receivers.
Absolutely. It's an interesting call. It's an interesting decision.
Out to the left, reception. Number 4, still on his feet. Brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, and I understand you want to run your offense, but you're spreading these players out. You throw it out to number 4 for the quick screen to get nothing. And that's kind of been the theme of your passing game all night long.
Yeah, Travis Willis with the reception, but that's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 yards. Right there, puts him back behind. This is a third down. This third down is brought to you by Mainland Tool and Supply, located in Texas City, Texas.
You don't want to be in this position. It's a third and long against a hungry, dangerous Texas City defense. Watch this rush. There's only 3 men up on the line, classic 3-4 defense, but watch for them to get penetration here.
Shotgun formation. Here's the snap.
There it is. As advertised, Texas City. The defense, when it rains, it pours. Texas City is swarming all over that football. Brandon, how many sacks has Texas City's defense recorded tonight?
That was their second sack of the evening.
The first one, I believe, resulted in a safety.
Yes.
That was the senior Emmanuel Perez with the defensive stop there. It's going to bring up fourth down and almost 20 yards to go.
My personal Willowridge player of the game, Rogelio Gonzalez. Off to punt this. Great leg. Strong leg from Rogelio Gonzalez.
Here's the punt.
Ooh, unfortunately. Took an odd bounce and then a Willowridge roll. Texas City will get the ball at the 26-yard line.
Thank you to Terra Isle Adventures, and also thank you to Grease Monkey, Oil Changes, and more. We appreciate you guys partnering with Ron Carter League City Game of the Week, available on clearlifemedia.com, also available on galvnews.com. Right now we're streaming on Facebook, Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. Feel free to share this out, ask questions. We do our best to shout you out. We do our best to answer questions, as well. So it's homecoming here in Texas City, and Texas City right now is up 43-0 over the Willowridge Eagles.
Guys look like they are going to go with a running clock here for the final 9 minutes of this contest.
Yeah, it took them a minute to get it going, but I think the coaches have finally decided that's probably for the best. Get everyone home, get to that homecoming dance maybe a little bit early. It's a huge run there. Oh my goodness.
That was number 29 for Texas City. That's Trini Garcia right up the middle. And just they're gonna spot that ball about the 51-yard line. Huge run. Huge run.
Yeah, Trini said the clock may be running, but so am I. Get me down to the 50. Oh my goodness.
This next play is brought to you by B&O Construction.
Go handoff number 23.
Still on his feet, he's still up.
Moving, churning those legs.
Brought down, that's Maurice Burton with another run. Brandon, he's been having some success on the ground tonight as well.
He has had a big evening on the ground as he is approaching the 200-yard mark.
Goodness. Is that 3 players near 200 yards?
It's 2 with guys that will be over 200 at this point.
Goodness.
You can see Burton right now is at 201, so he is over and adding more to that with that nice run.
Still on his feet, and that looks like it's going to be enough to pick up a first down. The clock is running.
You know, and football has moved more and more toward the passing game, but running is always dirty, hard work. And this Texas City offense is running through bodies, dragging human beings, picking up yardage. My goodness, all night long.
Thank you to Grease Monkey Oil Changes and more, and also thank you to the Santa Fe Education Foundation.
Yeah, speaking of dirty work.
That's what I was thinking.
Talking about Grease Monkeys, not Santa Fe Education.
Snap. Pitch out to the outside. He has the lead blocker. He's still up on his feet. He's going. Number 4. He's at the 5. And a touchdown. Texas City adding to the score.
David Fuentes with the run.
My goodness. And you know what? That pitch actually got delayed just a second. There's a bit of a miscommunication, but it helped Texas City because it allowed the blocker to get in front of David Fuentes for what I believe is his first score of the night.
Yes, it is. His first touchdown of the night. His second carry for 32 yards as the yards keep a piling.
Oh, man.
Things are clicking tonight for the run game for Texas City. They're up 49-0 with an extra point to go. This extra point is brought to you by B&O Construction.
You know, I think you could add together all the rushing yards of Texas City, and it would just about get Willowridge home at this point.
The kick is up. It is good.
You had a mile for each yard that they've run. Probably get to Dallas and back.
My goodness.
I have to wonder if there's any push-ups going on. It is homecoming here in Texas City.
I feel bad for the kids that are trying to go do something after this, and they've just done about, what, 100 push-ups, something like that. I don't know how many they do per point.
Yeah, it's like, I got to mow the yard tomorrow. There's like the things that they have to do, and it's like, I can barely move my arms.
Man, oh man.
They will sleep well.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
Again, thank you to some of our sponsors, United Way, Galveston County Mainland. Thank you to Galveston College. Thank you to Grease Monkey Oil Changes and more. We appreciate you guys for partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. You just saw the student section. It is homecoming. It's a packed crowd for Texas City tonight, and there's a lot of action. There's a lot of football that's been taking place, a lot of yards.
Absolutely. This community has come out to support its Texas City Stings. And shout out to this crowd staying here. You've got someone playing out on the field. Maybe you got a cheerleader cheering on the sideline. Whatever you got going on, there's somebody you want to shout out, let us know. We'll do our best to shout them out before this game is over.
Brandon, what are some of the scores, some of the other Galveston County teams that are playing, throughout Texas tonight?
All right, let's take a look at that as we get an update from our scoreboard. The game that everyone in the area is watching, besides us, of course, is Hitchcock leading Columbus 27-14. They are late third quarter. They just scored on a 2-yard run by Jamarcus Davis. One final is in. Friendswood beating Terry by a count of 30-6. Another final just coming in as well as Clear Springs defeats Clear Lake 38-7.
All right.
Brandon, yeah, I don't mean to interrupt you. We just saw maybe the most successful play Willowridge has had all night with about a 40-yard return there, 40, 50 yards, something like that.
Nice return indeed. A couple of other scores to take a look at. Clear Springs leading Clear Lake. They are up 38-7, about 4 minutes to go in that one.
Fantastic. You know, again, it's one of those things you don't want to talk about, like, you don't want to talk about a team when they're down or anything like that, but man, Willowridge has just kept fighting. They keep having these little spurts of hope, and that's kind of what you want to see as a head coach. It just keeps making you believe. Good return there, good field position here to start what might be the last drive of this game.
That is first down, and they're under center. Willowridge Eagles have some play action in the back. They're going to hand off out to the outside. The defensive line's all over it, but he sweeps out to the right.
It's Tylen right off. He has had some fight in him all night. He has wanted the ball. He has wanted it handed to him. And they keep going to the spread. Every time they hand him the ball, you see him just churning and working, trying to get there.
Yeah, they're going to still spot that down around the start of that line of scrimmage.
And I believe that was the first play from scrimmage, but I'm seeing a third down marker, so I'm not sure if maybe we missed it.
Yeah, they're missed. No, it should be second down.
Yeah, it should be second.
Should be second. Guys, Texas City has put up over 600 yards of offense. 634.
Under center for Willowridge. He has the lead blocker up the middle.
Again, that's been where they've had the most success.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But, you know, Brandon, we talk about the offense, and we'll talk about it all week. We'll talk about it all night. That defense has played outstanding. Are there any interesting defensive stats, maybe things we haven't touched on? Because that Texas City defense has been just stingy tonight.
It has just been an overall effort defensively. They've only allowed 15 passing yards. And the thing with this defensive effort is, give Willowridge credit. They've only committed one turnover this evening. For Willowridge, they've only managed 31 yards on the ground, so you add it all up, just 46 yards of offense entering this play, and they are going to get a little more than that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off, but as we're giving the yardage, they found some more.
Yeah.
My goodness, there you go. And again, it's that Willowridge fight. You know, the Eagles haven't soared tonight. They've kind of flown a little low here and there, but man, they are still trying to fight. They're still pecking away, and they're in scoring position right now. They're in position to maybe crack this goose egg open.
34-yard completion on that one.
That was Anthony Mamon Latimore, the junior.
I believe that's his second reception of the night.
That's his third.
Shotgun, he's in the end zone. He has a guy.
And he has
touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown, the Willowridge Eagles getting on the board with 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go in this ball game. Again, they have not given up, and they've scored right here when it matters.
Did they double their passing yardage on that drive?
They more than did so on that one. 46 yards. They actually tripled it.
Oh, goodness. Well, that's what you want to see. Good for Willowridge. Keep fighting. Keep chipping away at it. Oh, wait a minute. They're going for a fake. Oh, my goodness.
We got some flags on the play. It looks like there was some miscommunication.
It was, they set up like they were going to kick an extra point and then motioned into a standard formation. But they had a Texas City player offsides. I'm not sure what the penalty is.
Oh, looks like it's going to be on Willowridge. So they're moving the ball back. And we know that their kicker has a leg, and he's been, again, one of the better players. Yeah, the highlights. And so maybe they're going to kick now. I believe it's Angel Aguilar.
Yeah, Angel Aguilar in there now. And he will actually kick it this time. No good.
This is it. Wow.
We got 33 seconds. The clock is ticking down in this game. That's 50-6. Looks like that may be the final score for your Texas City Stings on their homecoming game today.
Down on homecoming night.
Brandon, do you have any final stats?
Final stats for Texas City. Again, we mentioned well over 600 yards on the evening. 576 on the ground, 83 passing. You add that up, that is 669 yards of offense for Texas City. The defense Again, very solid effort. Held Willowridge under 100 yards. 58 of those yards came on the final 2 plays of the game. That kept Willowridge from being shut out. Again, the story is the run game. Caleb Bell, 241 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had 13 carries. Maurice Burton, 213 yards. He had a touchdown on 14 carries. Again, the one thing that Sean Evans is going to harp on, and I'm sure we'll talk about it after the game as I do the story for the Galveston Daily News, he will harp on the penalties. 8 penalties, 70 yards on the evening, and despite the fact that this team played well and they won by 44, those mistakes are going to be the one thing that he will focus on going into next week.
Clay, what do you think about that last drive and the fight that the Willowridge Eagles showed to make sure that they didn't go with the goose egg on the board?
Yeah, absolutely. That's that heart and that fire. You don't want to go away. You don't want to go away with your head held low. You ended this blowout game on a positive note, you know. And so it's one of those things. Both teams have a lot to work on, obviously, coming out of this. But if you coach Sean Evans, you kept the playoff hopes alive. That was the focus. And Sean Evans actually mentioned earlier in the week, he loves when Clear Life Media comes in and gives the players a chance to grow, a chance to answer questions from the media. So we love being here in Texas City. You know, obviously, we loved having Brandon in the booth with us, giving us the stats. You know, and this has been a fantastic homecoming for Texas City. So shout out to Texas City. Shout out to Willowridge for staying alive and keeping in the fight. And thank you guys so much for joining us here at Clear Life Media.
Yeah, make sure that you follow Clear Life Media on all social media platforms as we go throughout this entire county and pick the best game happening, and then we want to highlight it. We go into the schools. We want to show the stories that maybe haven't been shown in the way that we're trying to show them. We want to show the special programs, the athletes, the kids who aren't athletes, and just highlight these students that are doing really cool things. Brady, could we get an update on the scores around the county before we sign off here?
We certainly can do so on that. Let's take one last look at the scoreboard in Galveston County on this wonderful Friday night. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Just a matter of refreshing the old computer. Here we go. 1:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Clear Creek is leading Clear Brook 14-13. That is going to be a nail biter. Read Bill Beck's story on that one tomorrow. End of the third quarter, Hitchcock leading 27-14 over Columbus. Columbus has the ball at the Hitchcock 17 to begin the fourth quarter. That will be a wild finish to follow on that one. Not too much of a wild finish for Friendswood. They had no problems with Terry with a 30-6 victory. Same thing for Clear Springs. They cruised to a 38-7 win over Clear Lake.
It's a lot of action taking place all across the county. It's exciting to follow. Thank you for watching the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Again, feel free to reach out to us, info@Clear Life Media. If you have any thoughts, suggestions, maybe you have a program at your school or somebody in your family goes to a school and they need to be highlighted, let us know. We always go and highlight students of the week, programs that are happening that maybe don't get enough love as they should. Clay, Brandon, I appreciate you guys, and we're going to sign out here for Clear Life Media. Make sure you tune in next week to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.